Because they don't know how to word it right.
Yeah.
Getting a crime boss to talk won't be easy. If only we had some kind of fate worse than death we could offer. That might work.
She's already headed there.
That's debatable.
It's like, some people can't be afraid of death, but a fate worse than death.
Look, out of game, we would have told you that she was working with an Arcanoloth. Those things are deal makers, so killing her may not be the best option here, depending on what the deal.
Yeah, because fucking Arcanoloth.
Yup.
No, but we can torture the shit out of her to the brink of death.
I already
Then
said
kill
that.
Again, we found your best friend, Korvac. Oh, fuck. Hello, testing,
what?
testing, 1, 2.
what?
I think
Welcome
okay.
back.
There is no rest for the wicked.
Also,
Sorry.
yes, I'm well aware of what the Geneva Convention is. I'm just saying, I don't think Solace would care.
Okay, I cut out.
Please
I missed
add.
a lot.
Also, Korvac wouldn't either, because he...
The was like, I'm pretty sure even this world has a Geneva Convention, and I'm like, what's a Geneva Convention?
Oh my god, the barbarian's the calm one. Also,
It's like, yes, I know what the Geneva Convention is, but Solace wouldn't care.
which also keep in mind, you're new to this. Korvac can get in because he's well established here. I don't know if Solace could get in. Like,
Well, I'm gonna be heading there to get my shit back, so I want my manacles back, man. She
You
still
had
has them.
manacles?
I
Yeah,
had
whenever-
manacles.
Whenever you get up, Solace chuckles again. Hey, whenever you get up to in the bedroom, it's beyond me.
She kind of just.
With this, you hear a knock at the door.
Oh, now, of course.
She gives you this glare before she goes and answers the door.
You
Solace
see the
glares
monk
back,
fellow.
gives a middle- Before the she opens the door.
It's the
Solace glares
same
back
monk
and gives
fellow?
her a finger.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back.
Ah, yes. I just had one last thing to talk to Solus about before I made my departure.
Also, the moment Solace sees it's the monk, Solace would immediately stand. Just out of respect.
Okay.
He bows to you.
She bows back.
Ah. Sister Solus.
What?
Before I depart, I will say that the father will be quite pleased by the results that I have gathered here today. You have definitely made some improvements since last time I checked up.
Thank you, brother.
In any case, as of the thing, you're still in the process of working on getting to that goal. Though, I can assure you with the results that I've gathered, if you keep on the right track within due time, maybe a few months or so, you'll be able to obtain the rank that the father hopes that you wish to obtain.
She seems
In any
delighted.
case,
Thank you.
in
Thank
any
you, brother. I will try as hard as I can.
yes, in any case, if you do ever visit back home anytime soon, I'm sure the father would like to request that your friends make an accompany trip with you to visit the island. Of course, they do not have to, and you can take that visit anytime you wish. As long as you don't come burning down the entire forest.
Hey, that never
I'm joking.
Actually,
Don't worry.
let me retcon that. Hey, I only did that to the miniature.
I'm joking. In any case, I bid each and every one of you goodbye and have safe travels. If you are in need of speaking to me at all before I depart, I will be here until tomorrow morning. I'll be down at the local tavern about a few blocks down the road.
Question: what language, aside from common, what language did the order normally speak?
They would talk in a celestial type of language.
Celestial.
Celestial.
Yeah. One that one that anybody that I will say that anybody who currently has Celestial as their chosen as a chosen language currently, they would not be able to recognize this particular Celestial.
So Altered Celestial.
Language.
Altered
Huh.
Celestial.
Yeah.
While Solace doesn't know the language very well, she knows enough to say goodbye, and so we'll say goodbye in the appropriate language.
Little did you know
Keyword-
they told you that was goodbye, but in reality it was like,
Go
good
fuck
riddance.
yourself.
Yeah.
Good riddance.
Fuck you. No.
What was that?
To
Oh,
you,
that's our language for
oh,
goodbye,
brother.
Solus.
I mean,
Goodbye.
To you too as well, sister.
Is that actually? Yeah, okay, fair enough. It can be hard to tell the difference between your DMs sometimes.
Fair enough.
Good
I know
day.
your voices are different, but it's like I
Fair enough.
DM with both of you, so it's like ah.
Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough.
You will learn quickly.
Yeah,
You will. I bid you goodbye, Miss Rasmira, and I bid you goodbye as well, Sir Korvac. Have fun. And he leaves.
And I say in Abyssal, enjoy your witnessing.
And he
That's
responds
what-
back to you.
I said it in Abyssal, okay? He can't.
Hey, if he's at some level, monks get the ability to understand all languages. So
Well, is he
So if
to
he's
that
an
level?
actual monk, then yeah, he could probably
No,
understand it.
you know, he is an actual monk. He's not a
Is he of
councilman,
the
but he
level?
is a monk. He is
he
on
of
that
the level?
He is of
Okay, so
the
he
level.
can't.
Hence, why there's only a certain amount of his type. Solus would know that one.
yeah, like,
Not a game. There are
he
only a certain
understands
amount of his types.
Son of the tongue of moon, son of the tongue of the sun and moon.
Yeah,
Bleh.
Time Sun Moon, yeah.
Bleh.
Anyways.
He understands all
Bleh.
spoken languages.
Anyways, oof.
Close the door.
Spaghetti's roasted
That-
drink.
That was weird. Well, how the fuck do they keep finding us?
Sorry, sorry. I just need a minute. Just the way you said it reminded me of the Zelda rap. That was weird.
But whatever. I
That-
got no time to lose. I got this good
Got
princess
a
of all
wolf out of Zelda in this chilled out groove.
Yep, anyways.
Wait, this is just like Philadelphia, but even more shitty.
Yep, anyways,
How the fuck do they keep finding us?
They have their way.
I would question that, but there's a lot of things that I'd like to question, and I know that I won't get answers for. Anyway,
It's dangerous to go
That's the one humming the frigging.
Yeah,
Zelda
okay.
rap.
It's stuck in my head now, but anyways.
Oh man, is that you?
God
What do you
damn it,
think-
old man!
That's the best one.
It's a wrinkle
Hold on a minute, Link. God damn it, old man.
Yep. Anyways, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
what do you think we should do then?
I don't know. Perhaps we should go back to my home country. See these factories you're talking about.
But remember that we're one man down.
Yeah.
He's
for
not-
now.
He's not surrounded.
Speaking of which,
He's not ready to go anywhere.
Speaking of which, Garrick actually did want to talk to Solus, funny enough.
Yeah, which is not there.
You
Yeah.
walk over to my house, and I am pissed. I will be pissed.
Yeah, well, A, Garrett doesn't know that in game. B, Garrick actually legitimately did want to talk to Solus about stuff. So, Jacob, would I have made it there at this point, or?
You
You live
would.
down the street.
Yeah.
So
You make it
you
halfway down
would.
the stairs and then your leg
You
breaks.
you know what? Give me a second.
If you need to roll
So
something, I'll roll it.
roll a D100 for me, man.
Oh no. What? I've had bad luck with this in your campaign.
Oh,
14.
so
Only your campaign, man.
so you actually managed to walk down there pretty fine. When you got out the door, there was a slight kind of stumble, not to the point of falling, but trying to gain slight balance.
I sense a disturbance.
So
Disturbing in the force.
So I knock.
I got this. I opened the door.
You see Garrick.
I swear to God, if it's that damn monk again, I'm going to
God
smite him.
damn it, old
It-
man!
It's just get it, guys.
Okay.
Oh, I'll still smite him.
Don't do
Jeez.
that.
Good to see you
Fucking
too.
brutal.
Oh, Korvac, good
It
to see
was-
you too.
It was a joke.
I came here
Maybe.
to talk to Solus.
He just rolls his eyes.
Yep, I
Hey,
came...
everyone wants to talk to me today.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, it's about time.
Well, we didn't get much too, and your monk visited me as well.
Oh,
You would
by
have
the
been
way,
everyone.
as the two of you are talking, Quarterback just reaches out, pokes your hair. He's like, "Is that real?"
That's rude.
Yes.
That's
I'm
rude.
sorry. I'm
That's
sorry, but
rude.
it's strange.
Go back to your forge.
Hey, excuse. Solace looks at him like and goes out, like reaches a hand into her hair and like, you're saying mine isn't? How many other Dragonborn have you seen with hair?
Solus, I was hoping to talk to you about something kind of personal.
Honey, it's look. I'm sure you're lovely, but
Oh, come on, man.
Oh
Come
god.
on, man.
Rasmira, she was going to make her way out, but this time she actually briskly walked out.
nope, nope.
She's actually
Nope.
upset, and she doesn't like anybody seeing her really upset,
Yep.
so she's just gonna leave.
Well, I might be in trouble. No.
How did I upset her?
I'll explain in a minute, but how much do you know about the father?
Not an awful lot. Only what the elder council have told me.
What specifically?
That he delivers messages from Taioshin, and that he keeps the storms that once ravaged our island from at bay. And he is a very strong leader. Pretty much what the monk would have told you, I would assume.
Hmm.
I'm not a high enough ranking in
No.
the order to learn more.
It sounds almost too good to be true.
Between you and me, a lot of the lower rankers take it with a grain of salt.
Well, I'm taking it with more than that. I wanted to
1
know...
pound of it.
To
I
be
want
fair,
to-
Garrett takes everything with a toad of
Yeah.
salt.
Yeah, because, you know, it's smart not to...
It's
not-
pure salt.
Yeah,
A
it's-
gallon
it's
of salt,
smart
cubic
not to
tons.
trust- It's not, it's
Two
smart.
metric tons of salt.
It's smart
Yeah.
not to. It's smart not to take everything like at face value. You gotta question it.
An entire trench worth of salt.
Like, he has
Legit.
so much salt that you could pull it out of him, turn it
All-
into a
all of
block,
the
and make a
World War
musical
II
instrument
trenches
out
full
of
of
it.
Okay, oh, you can
Oh
turn a
my
lake into a
God.
fucking ocean with Garrett. Come on.
Well, you'd have to, how
The
to turn a
debate
lake
is
into
salt.
an
Alright,
ocean.
alright.
Throw him in
A
it.
debate
I,
worth of salt.
Yeah, but I want to know if you had heard any rumors about him.
Such as? I don't know what rumors spread in foreign lands, I haven't asked.
More specifically, where he might have come from.
That I do not know,
Hmm.
and I've not looked for any foreign rumors. Although clearly he must have been foreign to our lands once, because he came to our lands and stopped the storms.
Do you know how the storm started?
I don't think anyone alive does.
Hmm.
I don't think even the father knows how they started.
He might. We don't know that for sure.
If storms ever did exist,
Sorry if this
they'd-
seems a little invasive. I don't trust it when something seems too good to be true.
It is a foreign concept to you. All people seek to either understand or eradicate what is foreign.
I don't seek to eradicate anything. I only seek to understand. I eradicate
Hence why
if it's a true
hence-
danger. And even
Hence
then,
why I said both eradicate and control, and understand. Most want to do one or the other.
I don't like to eradicate.
Or a mixture
If
of
I
both.
can help it, I tend to spare. I know you and I differ on that greatly.
Some things of true good do deserve sparing, but others, they're not redeemable.
I would say a rare few are irredeemable. I've met people who are truly irredeemable.
It just seems that the real difference between us is where that line sits.
Everyone deserves a chance. That's where I sit on this.
But there, yes, but what do you do with those that waste that chance?
You do what you have to. Now, that's determined. I wanted to spare our latest prisoner because I thought she had useful information. And in many ways, she's a victim of the Arcanoloth. She was manipulated by a foreign power, all under the
Can I do a
guise of
religion
something-
check to see if I even know what an Arcanoloth is?
Jacob?
I'm pretty sure we already did that and
No,
you
I did it.
failed. No, you did it.
Yeah,
Okay.
No, he did it, and he passed with flying colors.
I got a natural 20 on it. Soulless.
Okay.
I'm gonna fail because I have a
Solus?
+0 in religion, so I will attempt
Go
it.
ahead. If you want to make a religion check, you very well can.
For the record, the reason I say I didn't put any points into religion is she lived on an island for most of her life and has grown up with one religion. Ask her about
Yeah,
that
but be
religion,
honest,
she'll
religion
probably
seems
know a
more
lot.
like a monistic order, if anything.
Honestly,
You know
Yeah.
what I
I'll be
mean?
honest, it seems more like a cult to me.
Oh,
And
no,
that's
17,
good.
that's not
I
bad.
mean,
Oh.
you'd be surprised how thin the line is.
That
So,
would be exactly.
what you have heard about, what you've learned from your travels is that Arcanoloths they are from what you've heard, they are fox-like demon type of creatures that are able to that hold great magical power to them. They love to make deals with people, and to some, that's how they live. You also know, based on your travels, there was once rumored that a good 5 years prior that that there was an Arcanoloth within the lands of this world that had once been completely, to what people believe, to be destroyed from a group of elite individuals.
Which,
Right, that's all you know.
Oh, this is gonna hurt to say. This actually hurts.
Do it, just do it. Rip
This
the band
doesn't
off.
doesn't hurt character, doesn't hurt any one of you. It just hurts me internally. Oh, this hurts.
Rip the band-aid off. Rip the band-aid. Just rip the band-aid.
Do it. I believe in you.
They made a deal with a demon. What
Well-
an idiot. That hurt. That hurt.
To be fair, it is called a deal with the devil for a reason. But anyways, Garrett's gonna look up at you.
Satanist.
Fair enough, but you know, follow
Fair enough.
conception. But anyways, Garrett looks at you. Oh, vulnerable. We don't know exactly what drove this woman to this. Idiot, perhaps. Maybe vulnerable.
Still an idiot.
You say this without knowing this woman.
I say this while knowing demons.
Knowing demons, sure. Demons, they're evil. They like chaos. Arcanoloths in particular, they thrive on deal making. They're not as chaotic as normal demons, but they thrive off it. Their victims aren't usually of sound mind. They target the vulnerable, they target the weak, or they target the ambitious.
The question is, where does this girl fall in?
We don't know until we talk to her, do we?
Getting her to talk is going to be the problem.
It will. But, despite everything she's done, she could be a great help to us in stopping Project Epsilon. Stopping the Arcanoloth Finalis. What would you do with her?
We've already talked about the possibility of, shall we say, loosening her tongue. Your friend, she points up the stairs to where sorry, names elude me.
Erasmira.
Resmira.
Esmira ran off and already assumed the moment I mentioned that she assumed I meant killing. No, I wouldn't do that. Remove a few fingers maybe, but
Oh, don't get me wrong. Bastards need a good loosening every now and then. But what after? When she confesses and we find her words to be true, what would you do with her after?
Leave her. Send her to be judged.
Perhaps you're misinterpreting me. How would you judge her? If it was up to you, her fate.
It is not my place to judge, only to send off to judgment. If in case you couldn't get what she's saying, she literally means send her to the afterlife to be judged by the gods.
I could tell. Why that severe of a punishment?
Because it's what justice demands.
Justice takes
How-
many form.
How many lives do you think she's taken throughout her career?
How many lives do you think I've taken?
Did they deserve it?
Some. Maybe some didn't. How many lives have you taken? I'm sure you'll say they all deserved it.
I've taken enough to know what must be done.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Bastards need a good killing every now and then.
Is it loosening or killing? Which is it?
It's... loosening is necessary sometimes. Killing isn't always. I was faced with a great evil many years ago. I chose to spare that I chose to save the victim of that evil rather than just eradicate it fully. Ever since, that man has turned his life around. He'll never gain power, he'll never rule, but he's become a better man for it.
Okay, I'll make a deal with you. If this lady turns out to be a victim that was preyed upon by a demon, then I shall spare her. But if she made the deal out of a want for power or ambition, then you'll let me do what I must do.
I'm not asking you to spare her. Honestly, both of us don't have a right to that. There's only one person we know who can make that call.
Again, we forget that she was a crime lord. Of course she did it for power.
Okay,
This is
one, we
why
don't know. Two,
And this is what Alice is basing her information off of.
yeah. But there's only one person who deserves to judge her. Her greatest victim.
Oh god, not the fanatic, not the Stockholm Syndrome person, please.
Oh, the Stockholm Syndrome person.
But
Looking at you, Isabel.
this was less about her. I want to see how deep your philosophy ran.
So could you repeat that? You cut out.
Sorry. I want to see how deep your views ran on judgment and justice.
And now you've had them exposed. What is your verdict?
You have a good heart. But your people are right. You are too convicted in one sense of it. I honestly think you would see the world burn if it meant that all evil could be eradicated.
She doesn't. I'm going to say that she doesn't say the MFs, but I'm going to say the whole quote because I think it's a great quote. A
Mhm.
question for a higher power: who is more evil? He who kills evil motherfuckers, or he who protects them?
Again, people sometimes deserve killing.
Which, by the way, if you couldn't tell, that quote was from the great Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah,
so...
I know. But you didn't answer my question, but you didn't respond. I think you would see the world burn, and sure, you would get rid of everything bad, but you would also get rid of everything good. At least in mortality. Good and evil exists in both because one cannot exist without the other. And even if you did burn the world, the gods still exist. The nine hells still exist.
You can't see me doing this, but I am pointing at the screen like truth. The truth,
Yeah.
am I right?
Yeah,
Like IRL, that is so what I believe.
yeah. But anyways, all you would do is just create the biggest bonfire in all of creation.
I don't know. I think the sun's bigger than this planet.
The sun will fade. Burning the world will fade a lot quicker than the sun, but
I think setting the whole world on fire is hardly the biggest bonfire. 'Cause I'm pretty sure the sun's bigger.
yeah, no, Yeah. But killing everything that is evil just shifts the balance. And you can't eradicate evil. It'll try as I might. In a few generations, there will be a new problem, a new great threat to the world, and there will be people to stop it. The cycle will go on, no matter what any of us do.
You seem to generally be thinking about what you're
Yeah.
saying.
No one will ever break the cycle. Try as you might, you will never eradicate evil, same as me.
I won't know unless I try.
No. Eventually, maybe you'll eradicate it for a long time, but it will always return. And if evil wins, they can eradicate good for a long time, but eventually it will rise again. All we can do is just do the best we can for the time we're given.
Some just choose to make other people's time a living nightmare.
And we deal with them. But we'll never destroy them. And force is not the best way to do it. If you go with one extreme to another, all you do is perpetuate the cycle even further. You're a capable warrior. And I'm sure those who feel your wrath feel it good. But I imagine those who don't see a kindness from you. Am I wrong?
The bad feel my wrath, the good seek my shelter. I'm a paladin. It's what we always do.
I know. But you have great talents. But they don't need to just be an eradication. Getting rid of evil is one thing. Teaching others to be good is another. If you really want to help this world, and this is my perspective on it, you could do a lot of good by just teaching others kindness. Garrick gets up, strains a little bit, but he gets up. He looks at you. Think about what I've said. And he leaves.
As you're about to,
Yeah, as you're turning to leave, Solace, wait.
I turn around.
Do you want a hand?
I'm fine.
You sure about that?
I can walk. I'm not paraplegic. And
You're clearly under the weather and should be resting.
I
Come
should.
on. She walks over and like, how tall are you?
I'm approximately 6'2".
I love you.
I think you're a bit taller than me, actually. No, I'm 6'5". So she like bends down a little bit, slings your arm over her shoulders, and braces you under your other arm, and helps you walk back.
Yep.
Hold on. As you guys are leaving, you see Eric running up to the door.
Again.
What did she do?
Eric,
What did she do?
the Queen has requested for each. She's requested for you, Razmira, Korvac, Solus. Well,
All
not
of us.
specifically
Yeah,
Solus,
I
but
understand.
all of you
Yeah.
to go to the dungeons. Elrin, Solus,
Elrin would already been there.
I look at him.
you don't have to go there.
I look at him. Where is Isabel?
Isabel would
she
already be in the
is-
dungeon.
I know. That's
She
why I'm
is-
asking him.
She is in the dungeon with Elrin. Yeah,
If it's
Amelie
two,
hasn't-
just probably turned to dust already or something.
Amelie has not spoken a word as far as we're aware. We were about to let Isabel in there, but
Yep.
I suggested to the Queen to gather the rest of you in the event that.
All right. We'll head there.
Yeah,
shall
so
I do anything
Isabel and
for her
Elrin.
safety?
If that's the case, then I'm guessing Isabel and Elrin will be waiting until the rest of the party got there.
Yep.
Well,
So,
Elrin
that
might
is-
be waiting. Isabel might have a different agenda here.
Before, just after that happens, Solace looks at you and then gives a sharp whistle, and her killing flies around. Not literally flies, but comes darting round the corner
Yep.
To which she
Witcher 3 rules.
pats his flank, and then
I
j-
feel bad
like,
for all the people it just ran dead into.
Yeah.
No,
Also,
yeah.
oh god! He
You know
ran to the
what?
orphanage!
The horror! The horror!
Alright, so I guess we all make our way to the
As
dungeon.
you look down the street, you see a line of people just knocked over. They're
He wouldn't
unconscious.
do that.
Yeah, it's
I'm
fine. Jokes
joking.
aside, I guess we make it.
Just
I guess
joking.
we go. I guess we
So-
go.
Oh, yes.
The point
And that
I'm
is where we're
making
going to take a quick break real
Okay.
quick.
The point I'm making is she almost demands that you get
Alright.
on him rather than
I'll
her.
be back.
Anyways, Fury, I like the roleplay moment. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
You know, you did good. Don't know if I did good,
Uh,
but I know you did good.
You did decent well. I am saying she practically demands that you get on Solar Flare because you're injured.
Yeah, I will. But anyways, I enjoyed debating philosophy IRL, so this was fun.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, technically,
Fear
there
and I do this all the time.
okay.
This is what happens when an open-minded Christian and an open-minded Satanist get together.
Well,
We become
technically,
besties.
yeah, let me
technically, there is no good or evil. It's in the eyes of the beholder.
That
in
is
D&D,
technically
there is
true.
clear good and evil. Like real life.
Not necessarily. Again, it really depends on the side. I mean, there are things that like would be like, okay, yeah, that's evil, but
Yeah.
even then, there are people that can look at that and see good.
I know, but I'm
Like
just gonna
psychopath.
say there are things in history I can confidently call evil, not because of my morals, but because it fucking is.
Hitler.
Yeah, I was implying that. I didn't want to say it.
You don't want to play Secret Hitler later.
Okay, for context, for
Latler?
chat-
Oh, I love Latler. That's my favorite. That's my favorite
for
in the line of
context for
Hitler
anyone, like, thinking-
figurines.
Okay, for anyone, real quick, for context, anyone thinking, what the fuck, Secret Hitler? Apparently it's a card game or something. I don't know.
Technically, it's a tabletop game. You don't need the
It's a
official
table.
card.
It's a board game that basically ruins friendships.
Okay,
I mean,
it's not
Uno
quite-
does that well enough.
basically,
Also, exploding kittens.
basically,
Also, Monopoly.
yeah, basically, it's not any support of, that.
I mean, blowing
particular-
up kittens is a hate crime to begin with, so come on.
Shut up! I want to see them kittens die in a fire.
Right. Long
It's
story
not-
I
short,
want to see them implode.
It's not associated with
Hey.
neo-Nazis or Nazis or anything like that.
yeah, it's just they use the term of Hitler to disguise the lead. It's just a good
Exactly.
example of a rotten leader. It's a tabletop hidden role social deduction game.
Yep.
Basically, everybody has to be suspicious of everybody except for the people who should be suspicious.
Yeah, but anyways,
It's basically Town of Salem, but with Hitler.
Yes.
It's like
pretty much.
Trouble in Terrorist Town, if that makes it easier.
again, basically,
Yeah,
no,
Except there's 3 of them.
none of us here are affiliated with
Depends on the
anything related to that. God, we
Yeah,
do
we're
not.
not
we-
related to. We're not near.
We're just some people playing Dungeons and Dragons, okay? That's all we are.
And also,
I mean,
just for
my-
morality's sake, because I don't want to go on the internet
my-
and,
The villain in my campaign is basically a dictator. Pick your poison of dictators of the past that won their war, but that doesn't mean I'm associated with them.
No, but, the internet's the internet, so I figured I'd get the clarity because, that
Yeah.
could be taken very
Wait, we're still
badly.
live.
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I don't
Yes.
stop because now I have to do the videos in 2 parts, and that's unedited, and I don't want to go through the process of editing.
Yeah, so they get
Fuck
to
it,
hear
we'll do it
all our
live.
conversations.
Yeah, but
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yep, but anyways.
Fuck it.
Yep. But anyways.
Yeah, so they get to hear these Gucci side conversations.
I always.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always enjoy debating morals and philosophy.
Yeah.
Though we should really be careful what you say, especially. If
Yeah, you gotta be careful when it comes to
We
that,
have to
because
be
one slip of the
careful.
tongue and it can cause a huge fight.
Fight!
Fight!
Fight,
Fight!
fight,
Fight!
fight,
Fight!
fight.
Fight!
That's
Fury,
what-
come at me!
Well, hey.
Come at me, bro!
No epic rap battles of philosophy.
Well, look, I honestly believe that if people talked about their beliefs more, we could honestly be better about understanding, people truly listen about. But
Oh, we could. The
If we're more
problem is
open-minded.
we as a fucking race are not understanding creatures.
no. But
Nope.
anyways,
we look at one religion and then we condemn it.
and also keep in mind this
Well, we
is
look at anything and condemn it.
this is my character's beliefs. This is how my
Yeah,
character.
yeah,
believes.
These are the characters' beliefs, eh?
Yeah,
Each
like-
character has their own beliefs.
Which,
Yeah,
whether-
for example, for me, they're having to say that friggin' people that make deals with demons are stupid. That really hurt being a Satanist because I know what demons are actually like. And I'm sick of the stereotype of them.
Hey,
Moving
I
on.
don't give a shit. Do I give a shit?
You're free.
Didn't you play the champ?
Do I
Didn't you play
look
the
like I
champion
give
of
a
Nine
shit?
Hells or something at
Yeah,
one point?
K-Sun is the champion of the 9 hells, okay?
To be fair, it's less. Keisun is more worshipping the god, who's not a bad guy. He's not like technically the devil. That's more his son. But same
Yeah.
concept. But like,
I mean, the thing is, she's not actually worshipping. So I mean,
yeah. But she is the champion of it, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fucker's theme better be some shit like.
The
Friggin'
last thing I want to
Refuge
see you
3.
play is literally one of these angels. I'm playing as a fucking fallen
Yeah, but even
Yeah.
then, like, God.
and a paladin.
I was gonna say you're a paladin, and also you're an oath of devotion, so you clearly care
Oath
about
of
people.
devotion, yeah.
You care about people.
I care about people. But it doesn't mean
So
that the
anywho,
world could use a nice
anywho,
reset.
back to the celestial tax debate.
Oh, boy.
How do you feel about this year's tax returns?
oh my god.
The bureaucracy's in charge of that. We don't talk about them.
Yeah, we don't talk about bureaucracy, but
We don't talk about the bureaucracy.
yeah. So dropping that. Yeah,
You're gonna say that
I will be right back.
apparently the food of the from what some people call the food of the gods is apparently Chico's tacos.
Man, food of the gods, whatever you like.
Fuck.
If people haven't seen Gabriel Iglesias live in El Paso, friggin' watch it. It's hilarious.
I watched it already.
Enrique
I watched most of
Iglesias
Gabriel.
is one heck of a man.
But
Fluffy.
Do you spell that with an A?
What?
His last name Iglesias. That one person. Do you spell that with an A?
that sounds like a white woman.
Iglesias.
That sounds like a white woman.
Iglesias.
Yeah, but
OnStar. For OnStar service, press 1. Para servicio en español, primo número 2. Un momento, por favor. Insert Spanish music here that I don't know the name of, but Snow apparently does. It's a mariachi song or whatever.
That's Mexican.
Spanish too, motherfucker.
yeah, but
Correct.
also, you know, with debating philosophy stuff,
Don't start without me.
we're not.
We're not starting without
I'm
you!
back.
We're actually having a debate here. What are your view on the tax debate?
No, we aren't.
Oh my
But
god, I said we're not gonna talk about that. That's part of the bureaucracy. We're not
I'm
gonna
a
talk
fuck
about
I'm
them.
curious.
taxes.
I
Ran
am
back to the-
actually,
Alright.
I am actually curious if Solus is going to consider what Garrick said.
Whoever the hell just ran
We'll have
back
to see.
Yeah.
thing, you just reminded me of friggin' one ball with assigning out roles. I need the driver of the LAV. Today.
Yay!
Yeah, by the way, yeah, Fury, I am curious if Solus is going to consider what Garrick said.
She is considering.
yeah.
Chidi, you have a role. What? Driver of the LAV? Oh, you heard me.
Like,
Can't wish you shouted across the room. I was out shitter.
yeah. But, well,
There
Oh,
goes the
Jacob,
DM.
on.
Jacob, are
The
you...
Wrath of
Oh,
Clang.
Jacob's back.
There he is.
Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2.
There we go. Okay.
Jacob!
Whenever everybody's ready to begin again, you will
ready.
I'm
continue.
ready.
Deacon, are you here? Are you ready?
I am never ready, but I go through this
No,
anyway.
First, I would really like to get onto this debate about the tax.
No, that is part
No!
of the bureaucracy, man. We can't
I
really
don't
talk
think-
about
I
that
don't- I
anymore.
don't Deacon is back.
He's back, yeah.
I don't think Deacon's back, so...
That's gonna
Yeah.
be a Thursday thing. Which
No.
today is Thursday, but
Today is
it's
Thursday.
actually it's
Today,
the,
no, today is not Thursday. It's Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday,
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, it's Thursday, so we can't really
That's
talk about
literally
that.
where the name comes. That's literally where the name Thursday comes from. But
Yeah.
But, fucking... I do like my barbarian, because I'm playing against the stereotype of my barbarian.
oh, you're a freaking barbarian. You're very intellectual
Yes.
for a barbarian.
I have a 2 in intelligence. Oh wait, no, I think it's...
What?
Yeah, it's a 2. I have a 2 in intelligence.
I just took me a minute to realize that was the modifier, not the stat.
No, modifier.
I have a 2.
I don't play like a
Well,
range.
what do you have in intelligence? Oh, I
We
have a 1.
usually go by the modifier.
Yeah, but...
I had to think
It
about
gives us a rough
I-
idea on where you're
Yeah,
at.
but I have a 15 intelligence, but I don't like to play... sometimes playing as stereotype is fun, but in terms of like a long-lasting D&D character, I don't play stereotype. I'm just, I play it very, okay, this is the character, he's just this class.
Although one thing
It's
that
like
can
me
be
playing a
cool-
very nervous fighter.
One thing that can be cool is to start with a
playing a
stereotype and then
roguish
see
monk.
growth throughout
Oh,
the seeing growth.
Garrick was more angry at the beginning of this campaign before he streamed it, but he really
Oh yeah,
enjoyed
he
it.
was super
He-
angry.
Yeah, but
He was definitely.
Yeah,
super
but
I do-
angry.
You know
But
what's
that
funny?
got
You know-
snapped out like 2 episodes in.
Angie.
to the point. Yeah, but
What is
now.
that?
But now Garrick is like one of the more calmer ones, and he does. I like to think he does help change people for the better.
Like you should.
Definitely
but-
help change one person.
I just imagine
Yeah.
how much whiplash my boyfriend Alex has. Because in one campaign on Tuesdays, he plays this calm mummy, well, not literally a mummy, but like motherly mom instincts healer, Lorenzo. And then in the Thursday session, he plays a fuck your shit, hit you in the face with a big axe, barbarian.
Yeah, Garrick is more of a he's a barbarian because he does harbor rage, but I flavor he controls his rage. He just focuses on a certain thing. When he's not
should
in
go-
combat, he acts more like an Oath of Redemption paladin or a monk.
You should go
Yeah.
work on the Christ hotline. I
And
think
then there's
you would
Ellen,
do
who is much
quite
grumpier
well.
than
Why are we
Garrick,
not
by the way.
talking about these texts?
Oh my god!
Seriously,
We are
man.
done with that.
Yeah,
Take your
Deacon,
taxes, shove them
Deacon,
up
are you
your ass.
back yet?
Deacon.
I don't think he's back.
Dan!
Love,
Deacon!
welcome back.
Deacon.
Yeah, but
Deacon!
Deacon.
Deacon, the fangirls are here!
Come
Corvac
back,
hates it,
fire
though.
Girls are here.
Oh, Corvac!
Don't fire on the jet ski.
Yeah,
I want to see his shiny scales.
but they hate.
Okay.
But Corvac hates the fangirls, so if
Next,
anything,
you're
that would
doing it
improve.
right.
Okay.
Next, you're doing it right.
Okay.
Standing on the middle of. He's just standing upright on a jet ski.
Yeah,
doing-
you know, I'm getting the fuck out of
Oh
here.
shit! Right, I just realized.
Getting the fuck
Minotaur
out of
getting
here.
here.
Oh yeah,
What?
Solus hasn't
Take a
met
look at these.
Garrick's family.
Ooh.
That's
Oh,
right.
That's gonna be
None of us
fun.
That's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
No, no, no.
Zuko.
Because I don't think anyone's told Garrick, told him about Garrick's little thing. So I'm gonna leave that as a surprise.
I mean, technically, none of us have met Garrick's family. We just.
That's not who I'm talking about. That's not who I'm talking about.
Oh. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, his mom and pa.
Sure,
Right.
sure. Let's go with that, Jacob, just for the sake of this.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the Nami thing?
No, not even that. I'm talking about, Jojo and Coco.
I thought as much.
Oh.
I thought as much.
Coco and
Oh.
Jojo.
Alright, Deacon, I think, just left enjoying. Deacon, are you there? You might be on push to talk.
Oh, he's got his mic muted again.
He does that a lot.
I don't see it. I don't see the.
Well, yeah, but
Quite a bit. He has
Yeah,
he can mute it on the actual thing itself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
amount of
he has
time
his
he
mic
spent
muted because he
on
wants to
that.
talk about these taxes.
no,
I will-
Oh
Wants to
my
talk
god.
about these taxes.
no.
And how they ain't giving, and how he's not getting paid anything from fucking Walmart.
You
because
keep doing this
taxes.
thing, and then the bureaucracy is literally gonna be like, "Hey, what up?"
So
They're gonna be like,
Isabel,
so
you want to
we
talk
want
about
to hire you.
taxes?
Yeah, well,
It'd be like,
to
you-
hire
you-
about taxes.
considering
Oh,
It's
we're
been
here
a
to
hot
hire
minute
you.
since you
have
came
no
and
choice
reported.
In the matter. Here's the paperwork.
Oh,
You've already signed it.
your patron, kind of above them, heavily.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
Isabel's already above them.
Well, no, your patron is above them, so you're in the clear if they ever want to take
Technical, because I'm working directly under him. Technically.
Wait, who's the
I'm-
patron again?
I'm
Is it
stuck with
Arcane?
the
Yes.
fucked
Yeah,
up
my
one.
patron's arcane.
Which, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Although I remember
Have fun with that, Alex.
Oh, I'm gonna, honestly, I will.
someone was asking, I think it was Kaysona. I always use the wrong name. I think it was a Smo. Was asking how shiny the latex color was in Hero Forge, the new Hero Forge. Well, there's an example of it next to some other colors. The black is the latex color.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I
That
see,
is
and,
that
how
is
does
snow
this make you
approved.
feel?
Shiny.
That is snow approved. Yeah.
Copyright.
Anywho, I really want to talk about these taxes
Oh
today.
my
I
god.
thought-
Hey.
Hold on there, Titan. If you want to talk about taxes, man,
No.
let's talk about taxes about that armor that's right there. Now, see, that is some
Yeah,
very
see,
expensive
some
looking
people,
armor.
some people would look at that armor and say, that's a good $20 tax right there. But I look at it, I look at it, and I'm like, I feel like we should bump it up a little bit. I mean, look at it,
Well,
it's
here's
real
the
nice,
thing.
real nice. It takes a lot to export, so I mean, we really should be taxing it more.
Here's the thing: is that according to last week, we taxed it up by about 100%. By that we mean we increased about 100 gold.
Okay, so I hear
You
that
love me,
now I
but
have
no,
to pay
you
with
want
that
100,000
80s.
gold.
By that we mean by 1,000 gold. It's heavily taxed. But I think we can bump it up to about, I don't know, about an additional 5,000, maybe 5,200 extra tax.
Oh Jesus.
Alright, is Deacon back yet?
Well, those metallics are gorgeous too.
Wow, he's taking a while.
He is taking a while.
And
I was looking at the red, the
I'm
the
gonna
paint
work on it
called
here, unfortunately.
the plate called blood, the metal color called blood plate. That is a gorgeous red.
And here
Let
we'll
me
have a
see.
segment of Tartarus and
Is it
Trench
approved?
arguing about which one's right and who's.
It's not me approved. I need
Uh,
to see it.
Tartarus and Trench, who's right? As the DM, I'm going to intervene here.
No,
Trench is wrong. Just Trench is
someone
wrong.
comes through. Shut the
Trench
fuck up.
Trench in his grave. I am right.
I am.
No, he knew he was wrong.
Hey,
he didn't
Trench.
care about morality.
Hey,
he cared
Trench.
about famous.
Hey, Trench.
What?
Hey, Trench.
What?
I. Hey, Trench. Hey, Trench. Are you gonna get your ass kicked again?
Shut the fuck up. Or
Hey, Trench, did we tell you about the new copy of the history books? You aren't in them.
Okay, I can't scream this, but just imagine the loudness and, like, earth-shaking shouting of the word fuck in your head.
So Dragon Ball keep.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
Dragon Ball...
Super 9.
Okay. Wait. Goku turning into Super Saiyan 3 type scream of the word
Oh
fuck.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
the
the-
ultimate scrim.
I was gonna say friggin'. Oh, what about Goku in Dragon Ball PP yelling Freezy Pop? Freezy Pop! Ow, my ears. Yeah.
Oh, Goku! Frieza!
Ow, my ears. Yeah.
Goku, Frieza!
Ite! Gang, 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 gari, da,
Oh, I
sai.
love.
Goo, 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 goo. And I can't do any more.
I don't know their. I don't know their whole like thing.
All right. Okay. So Deacon's thing turned to idol. So maybe he's Asmike. I don't know.
Also,
we have
I had to bring it up again. Why do they keep forgetting about Super Saiyan?
See, here's the
You
thing
keep
about
forgetting my
Dragon Ball
name,
Z.
Fury.
We have Frieza and we have Cooler, but why don't we have Washer and Dryer yet?
I know, right? Yeah, it's the friggin' in the Super 13 movie. Yeah. Oh, right, Super Saiyan.
Ah! Oh shit.
Oh shit! Super Saiyan.
Saiyan.
Ah!
Fucking Jiro.
Jiro.
Friggin' Jiro. I was like, hey, want to see something cool? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Super Saiyan. Oh shit. Super Saiyan.
Alright.
Oh!
Super Saiyan. Friggin' Goku. Alright. Super Saiyan.
Alright, Super Saiyan.
Oh shit. Super Saiyan.
Alright. Alright. Spirit Saiyan. Wait, what? Fucking Krillin.
Yeah. All right. Spirit Saiyan. Wait,
Why the
what?
hell did you do that? I think dwarves are cute.
Oh no.
No.
I'll
No.
save you, father!
No.
No.
They are not gonna believe me. We don't believe you.
Idiot.
No. Oh man, they're never gonna believe this. I don't believe you. I can't believe
Someone
you.
stupid
I
get in
don't
my way.
care. Someone stupid
I
get in my
don't
way.
care.
Also,
I
Snow
don't
Dead
care.
Thread.
It is approved.
Yeah, that is a gorgeous
It
red.
is me approved.
Boomska.
That's a
Boomska.
nice
What
red.
are you doing?
We're trying to
Trying
have you up. Well, it's distracting. Oh shit,
Oh, shit,
motherfucker!
Oh, it's distracting.
Oh,
shit,
shit.
motherfucker.
I love that. Hey, want to see something weird? Or is it cool?
Weakness
Tells me we're gonna be sitting here
identified.
for a while.
What do you-
Wait. I can do it. Okay, Goten. We gotta train up for the world to be so we can fight off against square off against Zagat's in the tournament. Goten, what was I doing?
I'm going to drown you like a bundle of puppies. Of cute puppies.
What?
Why would you do that? Because I
they're
just
cute
because
and
I just
cuddly.
Because they're cute and cuddly.
Because they're cute and
Wait,
cuddly.
so
No.
are you
Wait,
Are you
are you
hitting
coming
on
onto
me?
me? No, are you coming onto me?
Goku, throw it already.
All right,
I can't. Why not?
Why,
Hasn't-
why,
it's only
why
been
not?
4 minutes. It's only been 4 minutes and 58 seconds. Done.
Oh, right. I somehow completely forgot about that. Oh my god. All right. Anyways,
Oh,
is
by the
Deacon
way,
back?
by the way,
Deacon.
not dead. K
Deacon!
thanks die.
Oh dear. He's
I
dead.
love that. By the way, not dead. K thanks die.
By the way, no, I love this line. Oh, please give me some ideas.
Oh wait, you forgot your pizza.
Anyways,
How are you this strong? I trained all day.
I trained all
yesterday.
day
Yeah,
yesterday.
I train.
Oh, you think you're being cute? Bitch, I'm
Bitch, I'm a
adorable.
dog.
I'm adorable.
Jacob, it's your call. Do you want to continue, or do you want to wait for Deacon just a little bit longer?
I will end you.
No, we're gonna continue.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
sorry, Deke.
So,
You're
as you
done.
guys approach the
Shit,
chamber,
did you
you
just
seen
talk?
Deacon.
It might have been Fury, but I swear to God, I thought I heard him.
It was probably me.
Okay, never mind.
I heard Rich.
Okay, never mind then. Keep going.
I heard Rich say sorry, Deke.
Let's get started. Yeah, I said sorry, Deacon.
Okay. So, as you guys approach so as you guys approach the chambers, you guys take a nice long walk and down to the bottom area. About a 5-minute walk, you guys eventually reach the dungeon levels of the castle. This area is actually decently well kept.
For
And
a
to what
dungeon.
some other places would look like, it definitely looks a bit luxurious for being a dungeon keep. Outside, outside you guys are treated to a nice door, and Queen Julian's standing out there. It's a good thing that each and every one of you made it. I tried to convince her all day, even Astine. She has not wanted to speak.
You've been doing torture.
To a degree.
Then that might have been the wrong approach. Just lead us to her.
I will. She opens up the door, and the room. You guys emerge into something that just doesn't feel like it should be real, but it's real. The room expands into a large little like forest type clearing. Sitting in the middle in a large kind of metallic dome-shaped structure is you guys can see that it's Amelie, and outside of there is posted around this, and this is about a good couple, like about 10,000 feet wide all the way around, including the height. So it's pretty, well, not height, but it's pretty
big.
roomy in there. And posted around the entirety of that entire dome is about a good 20 guards. Eric sees the shape of her, and he's like, I think I'm gonna sit this one out, guys, if that's alright.
That's fine. I can't speak
Isabel's
for
gonna
the
look
others.
at the rest of them.
It wasn't my choice. What happened.
That's not what I'm going. Would you mind leaving me alone for a little bit with her?
I look towards you. I'll stay.
I'm staying.
I'm staying.
I look to them. If I'm weak. Look, I'm the weakest one here currently. She'll probably feel less pressure if minimum you're here. 2 minutes. That's all you get. I'm standing watch outside. If I hear anything, if I even think that you're gonna let her out, I might be weaker, but I am going to try and stop you. Is that understood?
It's understood.
You you signal over to where the queen is at, and she pulls a lever, and the dome opens. A small little hatchet opens up, and you're allowed to walk in. However, the queen, when she closes it, she leaves outside. She goes to talk to Eric for a bit about this,
Yep.
along with bringing a few guards here and there. Asteen also travels outsides with this.
Ellerin will stay with Garrick and them. He just wants to keep.
I look at you two. Just let her do this. I'll keep an eye on her.
While you're before you, as the door behind you guys close, Garrick, you see a little lever just kind of appear in front of you. You immediately know that's
It's
to
the
open up the
switch,
door.
Yeah. Which.
Yeah.
You know. Anyways.
Inside there, this is about a good. It's about a good 30 feet of space, and sitting inside there, inside a chair, strapped down, you see her clothes kind of slightly singed, and you just see her hair a little bit in a mess, and she's leaning, kind of like sitting forward with her eyes closed, almost as if she's in a nap. Give me just a second. I'm gonna put on her.
Theme.
There you go. Yep.
Ooh, music.
Ooh, ominous music.
Oh, ominous.
Isabel is going to approach her.
I'm standing right outside.
Solace would
I
also
see.
be outside.
We'd all be
You've
outside.
come. I see. You've come to come visit me. All right, Isabel.
With a straight face, doesn't say anything. She's going to cast Dominate Person.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
okay.
Need to make a
Spellcasters.
Wisdom saving throw, DC 17.
DC 17.
Technically speaking, they're under the complete control. That was
Wisdom
clever.
saving throw.
That's. I'll be honest. This is one of the most clever uses of that.
She laughs. You think
Damn it! That would have been legendary.
they've already tried that?
That would have been
My will
legendary.
will not be broken.
That would have been absolutely epic if it worked.
That would have been your cupcake moment.
That would have
Actually
been a
gonna double
cupcake
check
moment.
to see if it says something, because if so... Ooh, it does not say I can't. I'm gonna cast it again!
Technically speaking.
Nothing in the... I looked over the
Jesus!
spell.
You're
Fine,
not.
I'm gonna cast it all 3 fucking times.
4. You have 4 spell slots. You're level 11.
Yeah, I'm casting it for
Oh my god!
does not want this shit. There we go.
Fails with that last one.
Wait a
Ah,
Jesus Christ, that's
Alright.
one way to get rid of someone's
Alright.
spell slot.
Us.
you know, I would have talked. You know, that is
No, you
completely unnecessary.
She's under.
Where are they?
Jacob, for the specification of the spell, she's under the control and she has to listen and obey Isabel's every command.
Tell me where they
Oh,
are.
she. For who? Who is?
Not who, what? Where are the factories? All of them.
That are located on the island of Amaneki, at about a good few hours march north of the Taoshan Mountains. As for the other one, they're located somewhere deep within the ice caps of Borokari. And she is, if you will, I would like to draw a map of where they're located.
One moment. And she does pull out a piece of paper and a pen, but before she can write anything down, she's gonna use telepathy to give this command. Doesn't want anybody else to hear it. Where are the schematics?
Alright. With this, I'm gonna actually bring you to the map. The factory is located around here, near the Galamish prison. As for the schematics, there are 2 separate schematics, each hidden in both locations, in a secret vault, buried beneath the entire factory, where the secret project is being
Alright, I'm
worked
back.
on.
Sorry.
Yeah. Isabel just dominated person to her, so we're getting all the information we could possibly get from her.
Oh shit.
Like 4
Yeah,
fucking times, by the way.
After 4 attempts. 4 attempts!
Okay, keep going, Jacob.
I'm writing. Is there anything else you're wishing to do to Amelie?
Speaking of which, the spell lasts for a minute. How much time has passed since she's given that explanation?
Yeah, that's roughly about that's
The minute.
roughly about the minute. Yeah.
Yeah. I figured. Yeah. And then without hesitation, she's gonna plunge her short sword into Amelie's neck.
Korvac, you got your wish.
It's funny.
Also, shit, no, I need more information from her.
You have no option to go in there and stop her right as of right now.
I go in. I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on her. I still we need to know about the Arcana Loft.
Oh, it's funny. You're gonna kill me now.
I look
You were always a rotten potato.
Yeah, so I run in there and I immediately cast Spare the Dying. We need information about the Arcana Loft. After that, do with her as you will. I look at Isabel.
She doesn't say anything.
Then I look towards Amelie, who I just saved her fucking life.
Probably.
Where's...
Probably.
Yeah. Where's Thanalis?
As if I will tell you.
Where?
There's not much I can tell you.
What form
That's something.
did he come to you in? Did he come to you as his true form, or was he in a disguise?
As if, like I said, I would tell you.
I look towards her, and I have a look of pity on my face.
You can clearly tell this person, she's fucking broken.
Oh, I can tell, but even the broken, but at the very least, I can try something, so let me try something. I don't know why you made a deal with him. I don't know if you truly believe in so-called safety for your nation. That creature serves a far crueler master. I've only met one other like his master. They will burn your nation to the ground. If you truly care about your people, if you truly care about their safety, you'll tell me everything you know. Because if you don't, and we fail at stopping them, everything you hold dear will be destroyed. All to satiate a mad woman's lust for power. Can I roll something?
Go ahead.
What would I have to roll, Jacob?
That would probably be a persuasion.
Okay.
Or unless if you have anger in your voice, then that would be intimidation.
I'm
Either
going
or.
persuasion. I'm trying to appeal to her. And then I'm gonna look towards her, including her. I look. All right, persuasion. Come on, good roll. Soft 20.
Oh yeah, you got it. Thanalis. He also arrived to me. Not in a form. More of a dark figured form. As for who he works for, I already know.
I know as well.
As if I have a choice in any of this.
You have one right now. You can choose. You can choose for once in your life. You can choose. Yeah. You can choose to do the right thing for once in your life before it ends. Help me save your people before it's too late.
It might already be too late. Though I will say, the Nellis, he's in a spot that none of you would ever know. You would never find him. Though there is, if you are wanting to know information about poor Isabel. That he told me. About her parents.
I look towards Isabel.
And before she can even finish,
I already
just
Yep.
right in the fucking
I'm not gonna
throat.
save her this time. I'm not gonna save her
Before,
this time.
as you go to swing into kill her, you see her body thus start to deteriorate into flowers. Mother, father, am I to finally join you where you belong now?
She's getting Mr. Stark. I don't feel good.
You all can sense fucking magical, heavy magical energy here.
Oh shit.
Thanalis.
Alice. All I wanted to do was help my nation, but I see you have played your very last move for me. Am I just another pawn in this twisted master plan of yours?
Would she even be able to talk with a knife in her throat?
Assassin's Creed rules.
With
Yeah.
this, her body just completely deteriorates into nothing but flowers.
Isabel's going to pull the lever and walk out.
Oh wait, before you do, I'm gonna grab you by the shoulder. Are you okay?
She turns and her face is completely straight.
Can I insight it?
Sure.
I just figured.
There is no emotion in that face.
That actually is not what she said about your parents. I know who your mother is.
I don't want to.
If you ever want to, just come talk to me.
She walks away.
And I kind of fall onto one knee because I was straining myself pretty hard to do this.
You're what?
I fall on one knee because I was straining myself.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming in there.
Ellen's coming in. We're both just like, hey, are you alright?
I'm fine. She seems fine, though. I don't know if she wants to. I don't know if she is or isn't.
Honestly, I don't think we can tell with her.
She's a loose cannon.
She's still
Can't
a
really
person.
tell.
She's still a person, and that was the woman she loved once.
Let's get you back home.
Come on, big guy, let's go.
Okay, so to clarify, she said she didn't know where Thanalis was or what his plan was.
No,
Well,
no,
she said
she
at the
knows
very
what-
end she knew, but she said we would never know.
Yeah, which to be
She
fair,
said that he was in a spot you guys would never suspect.
Never suspect or
which
never
means
know?
the last place we look. So
Oh no.
yeah,
You're going
I
back.
mean
Oh.
that is a very hold on. To be fair, that is a very vague
it's a
statement.
very vague statement. But if I had to put money on it, as Garrick, can I roll an insight check to see what she meant? Like if she meant Goodell.
I have a dead feeling it's either dead in Goodell or in the place where we fought him last.
Yeah, either way. Yeah, I think it's Goodell.
Either way, it's still fucking God.
Can I roll like an insight to see if she if she seemed to be like right under our noses, kind of smug?
High or low?
It would be an insight check, but
Well, no. In
I
terms
think
of
it's
me,
just kind
no.
of to see if it's a thing you can roll for.
okay. Hi,
High or low?
hi.
High. Unfortunately, you will not be able to incite that.
All right. Well,
then.
I can still believe what I want as Garrick. I think Thanalis might be here in the city. She said he's in a place we would never think of. Could mean right under our noses. As I,
Rosmir isn't too happy about that.
Yeah, well, I don't think any of us are happy about that if I'm right.
None of us
we're
are really
all
happy
probably
about
all
that.
fucking pissed.
I look towards the flowers, and if you look at Garrick's face, it's a look of pity.
By the way, the map is still on the table.
Oh,
It would.
Yeah, she
I'm
didn't
gonna
take
take a
that.
look at that map. Eldrin, here, take him out.
Yeah, let's go, Garrick.
Yep, see you later tonight, Dressmere.
See you later. I'm gonna look at the map.
With- this, Garrick, as you walk out with him, you see Helena just conversing with Eric. He's been obvious. He is.
Yeah.
He couldn't. He's in this try.
Yeah, which I'm assuming Isabel walked out without saying a word, Titan.
Oh yeah, not a damn word.
Yeah, which makes sense. Astine walks in there, and she goes towards the dome. Well, that was. I'm assuming it went well.
No,
Probably not.
we got the
Oh, the
information.
prisoner's gone.
She's dead. Or worse.
I see.
She made a deal with the Arcanoloff.
She did what?
Helena already knew this.
You could-
For all we know, she's one of his servants now.
If that was the case, then the question being is who or what could have been under who or what the Arcanoloff is.
Arcanoloffs are deal makers. They are very foul creatures. I would like to. Yeah, never mind. Never mind.
Are you sure? What?
I was gonna
what
say
is
I
it?
kind of want to roll a perception check to see if anyone in the room's face kind of was like, ugh, like as in like a telltale sign that maybe if I'm right and it is going to tell, one of them is disguised as
Basically, if anybody reacted like
Yeah,
in a suspicious way.
So anybody within that area, like who
Basically,
are you wanting
Helena, Eric, and Astine. When I specifically when I call it a foul creature.
Go ahead. Roll me a you can roll a perception check.
Elrin's there. Can he roll one too, or is just Garrick?
Perception.
I mean, would
Oh,
you think
you
to?
cannot flip and
No,
tell.
I'm a little too much in pain.
The only two people that you can tell, you could tell. Yeah, you can see the only two reactions you'd get of just deep hatred is from Helena and Astine.
They are nonplussed.
As in they hate the Arcanoloff. That
Okay,
that
so
type
that's
of hatred.
clear. Okay, I couldn't read Eric. That's a thing.
Just yeah. Well, you're and among other people.
Among other
But-
people, I'm going for more named people just because, you know, if I incited every single
Makes
person, it'd be
sense.
a witch hunt.
You know,
I mean,
Eric
you
is
also
still
have to
his
create
face
fun
is
sense.
Eric is still his face is still kind of messed up to be able to get any clear indication on
Yeah.
how he feels
Fair
from
enough.
crying.
She's gone. I look towards Eric.
I don't understand. That's what I expected from her for making a deal with such a vile creature. I would never thought that there is a person that wielded that much power.
I killed it once. I can do it again.
But that'll be an interesting thing to watch if we ever encounter it.
That's a response.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
No, the thing isn't what he said afterwards. Is whenever you said that, he went,
Yeah, exactly. I'm suspecting Eric pretty clearly.
Oh yeah.
Such a vile creature. Wasn't much in the way of health, though. Once I got my sword in it, it just died pathetically.
Interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense being stabbed by a sword, or being wielded by a sword, or anything of that sort.
More again, it's a pathetic creature up close, powerful but very pathetic.
They aren't very good at hand-to-hand combat, are they?
No, they're spellcasters.
Huh.
I
That
am
is something I
heavily
did not
suspecting
know.
Eric right now.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you were gonna roll a fucking insight
Oh,
check.
I am.
I thought you were gonna. I thought
I am. Trust me. I very much am. 19.
that's what you were going for. So that's why I said it.
19.
He seems intrigued about the entire Conloth thing, considering the fact he doesn't know that much about it. The fact that they okay, I cannot speak. Bottom line, the information he's learning from you is quite valuable, considering the fact that this is the first he's ever really hearing about.
Of contempt, like, oh hey,
Nope.
I'm just smiling.
He is.
Fuck you, buddy.
What? Who? To Eric?
Eric, like basically smile, but internal, like if his eyes are like, fuck you, that was a challenge.
Actually, no. No, he is dead on. Honestly, like he is intrigued by this.
And
he does not feel any contempt.
By the way, point of note, I have not mentioned that I think this thing might be in Adele yet. Just something to keep up. Just something to keep up. But anyways, I need to get some rest.
About enough.
Once I'm recovered, I'm planning a pilgrim. Once I'm recovered, I'm going to start investigating these factories.
That makes sense. Well, I think I'm gonna go down to the tavern for a bit. I could use a drink.
Fair enough.
Helium looks over at you. By the way, Garrick, it might do you some good to let your kids know that you've come back home.
Right.
Whenever you feel like you're ready for it.
Do you mind helping me to my kids? AKA.
Yeah, let's go.
Yep.
A reminder that
Elrin gotta be struggling right now.
A reminder that Garrick knows Solace and Solar Flare are waiting outside.
Yep. But as a thing, I have a lot of theories as if this is a Adele, I have a lot of theories as to what it is.
Or who it is.
Yeah.
So real quick, we're gonna cut over to Estine and Razmira real quick. So this is the map that was left here, eh?
It was. She has her glasses on, by the way.
Yeah, Estine pulls out her monocle. To think that
these are all the locations of the factories, right?
That she gave to you guys.
She gave to us, yeah. So
as far as you're aware, those are all the factories.
And to be fair, that's maybe the only one she knows of.
We're going to have to go take care of these soon.
I can agree. I don't know what you guys saw there in terms of what made these two factories important, but if they're a threat,
they are
taken down immediately. However,
go ahead.
You guys would not be receiving any support from us if we were to go anywhere near there. The last thing we would want to do is start an entire conflict.
I'm sure that the continent itself, at least that continent itself, has been very passive. The northern one, we're gonna have to take it differently.
Well, regardless, unfortunately I cannot give you guys any troops to spare for this particular mission. Unless if everybody wants on a cover, but even then that is a big risk.
Knowing our group, we're not really the stealthiest type. We're gonna have to be creative with these.
For yourself.
Looks at the group with like 2 paladins in heavy armor.
I have mithril. Go fuck yourself.
I don't, so fuck yourself back.
I can't do that anyway.
Well, I mean, you guys could dress up as regular travelers, but even then.
I think we're gonna have to think of a clever disguise for that. But even then, we have another thing to worry about.
Which is?
Yeah, Konolov.
That is true.
Whatever this thing is up to, we have to put a stop to it. It's involved with this, I suspect. Can
Well,
I want to insight Esteem. Just to make sure.
Go right ahead.
You wanna?
Just to make sure.
I know, like, the thing is, the thing could disguise itself as anyone, so no one is safe.
17.
She's, you're wanting to know she has any reaction when you say take care of this thing, as in the Arcana Law. She has a look of pleasure on her face about taking care of it.
Pleasure as in, that's cute, you think you can do that? Or pleasure as in, yeah, kill this fucker?
Yeah, kill this fucker.
Okay. This is Esteem.
This is Esteem.
This is Esteem.
You know that scene from X-Men? When, fucking Wolverine encounters Scott, but she just disguised herself as Wolverine previously? Whoa, it's me. How do I know?
You're a dick.
Okay,
Okay,
it's you.
You're dead. Okay.
I love
This is
that.
Esteem.
Yep, okay, it's
Well,
Prove it. You're a dick.
you.
to be fair, we were going to try. We did receive some stuff from that factory a while ago. We could always send you guys there on a quote-unquote supply run or official business. Then again, you guys just can't do any destruction there. Well,
Are we really that
heavy.
reckless in your eyes?
Yes.
I mean, to be
Actually,
fair,
I take that back. I apologize.
just think of Derek. Think of Derek.
I take that back. I apologize.
Tog, think of Derek.
You could. Effectively, you couldn't. We are sending out we were supposed to send out some more merchants down over there to collect some of the cargo that we have for security down here. Relatively within next week when they leave, you could make your way down there, but
I don't mind taking the travel. I don't know
well,
about the
no.
others.
I mean, you could easily get there fast. You could easily get there as fast as possible, like ASAP with my mother's Griffin. But I'm just meaning in terms of, how could I say, official? At least not
Unofficial
under the
business?
area. Well, official business, unofficial business.
Quote.
Air quotes. There are many ways that this could be taken care of.
Again, I'll have to talk to the group. I don't really want to leave
Makes
anybody out
sense.
on this.
By
This
the way,
will take all of us. Yes.
this is true. Actually, I'll leave that for myself. I need to go and talk to Elrin since I haven't had the proper time to speak to Elrin.
Also, one thing. Can I have my manacles back?
Oh, sure. You can get manacles back if you'd like. We can get you a few extra pairs since they came kinda in handy.
Yes, I'll take a couple.
All right, we'll get them sent over to your house tomorrow.
Thank
In
you.
any case, guards,
I start rolling up the map.
clean up the place, and
Rid of the flowers.
let's turn this place around a
I'm
bit.
gonna look at these flowers.
The flowers on there are rose petals.
A rose by any other name is still a bitch.
She's gonna look at them and just shake her head and start heading out.
By the way,
Alright, so what?
Yeah, Garrick would probably stop Elrin to be like, wait for us, Mira. I know you probably want to talk to Estine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
With this, Estine's gonna now come out after about a few minutes, out to the outside.
Probably still would arrest Mira at this point.
I see you guys are here, but you didn't have to wait for us to come out.
Such
Such gentlemen.
Oh, he couldn't bear one moment more without you. Rasmira, do you mind helping me to my
Absolutely
kids?
Yeah, I'll help you.
Fair enough. And so is Soul still there?
I'm still here.
Esteem walks over to you. Who might you be? I don't exactly recognize you.
Oh, my name is Solace. The guys and girls met me on insert continent here.
Solace, this is my wife, Princess Estine Goodell.
Yo. Solace, like, her eyes just go wide as she realizes what that means. You mean to tell me you've been a prince this whole time?
Oh, did I forget to mention that?
Yes, you did.
Whoops.
Oops.
It's quite
Oops.
alright.
No, literally,
need
he's
to
just
put
like,
them out.
no, he just sarcastically goes, "Oops."
Again,
No need
conceptual.
entirely
Well,
for the formalities.
if that's the case, then it's a little late for me to tell you this. I'm a prince as well.
And I'm and I'm his sister.
And I'm just Garrick.
And he's just Garrett.
kidding.
And I'm
He
Isabel.
just happens to be an ex.
I'm
Absolutely.
going to need a few minutes to process this.
It's quite alright. I
You're
really just
surrounded
wanted to
by
come out here.
royals and nobles. Have a good one with that.
I wanted to thank you for helping out with their mission down there at Narushima. It was really it was a great help for just aiding them. I'm sure
Nothing.
without
It was the least I could do.
it's quite alright. I just came here to give personal thanks. Anybody that's the friends of the group are friends of mine. Even if I am royalty, I try to tend to keep those who I consider as friends and family, as much as possible out of the necessities of being called Your Highness. However, that will change if I ever have to ascend the throne, which I really hope I don't have to.
Well, she is the
Not at this
firstborn.
moment.
That's only
not
natural,
at this
Your
moment.
Highness. She, like, jokingly says Your Highness. Since she literally just said not
You're
to.
begging
watch
for
though.
like
have to
death,
call them.
man.
Watch
This
it
is
though.
a
You
scene.
try
Do
anything
not
with
push
you.
yourself.
She laughs for she laughs for a minute, but then her tone seriously it drastically changed. And she's like, but no, seriously, listen here, Solus. Just to fair warn you, you try anything that could potentially get the citizens here killed, you're gonna die.
With your head.
Yuri, have you ever seen Mariah Nikki?
Huh?
Okay, she is not exactly like
I
that.
was going. It's the.
It's a comparison.
It's a comparison. So
It's a comparison,
like,
but
Future Diaries.
a bad
Have you ever heard of Yuno Gasai?
No.
Okay, so Yandere. Okay, so basically Yandere. She is a
Alright.
Yandere, but not as extreme,
That
but
is,
still
yeah.
very, very Yandere-esque.
yeah.
As she
Don't worry, I
does
have
that,
no intention of getting him in harm's way.
as Estine says that, Ellerin is just like behind her. He's like with a big smile. He's like, ha, "I love you so much."
In any case,
Don't worry, I have no intention of getting him in harm's way. Sorry.
it's not about him I'm worried about. Above all else, as much as I do love him, the citizens are also one of my top priorities. I wish to not see any of them harmed, especially my younger brother, who you'll eventually meet. In any case,
I don't intend on causing any trouble while I'm here, so you don't need to worry.
if you're with them, I really doubt that you'll do any harm. Unless you're that one girl that has the rare hair. What was her name again? Isabel?
Isabel.
Her. I suspect that she'll be some trouble.
Such disdain. What reason do you have to be so mad?
You know what
In any
You
case,
know why, bitch.
in any case, you are welcome to stay here as long as you like. Just know that we do have night guards here, and try not to start bar fights at the taverns.
Brad will come and kick your ass.
I was planning on staying with I'm so bad.
What?
Your name, I'm so bad.
Rasmira.
Rasmira.
I'll get it eventually, don't worry.
I'll type
2
it
hours.
to you.
Just
I'm
call her
going to
Rassy Girl.
murder.
I will keep forgetting. I know I will. But that's
Call her
what I'm
Rassy
saying
Girl.
With
Rassy.
Better than Gossip
Rasmira's
Girl.
already offered me a place to escape, but I do appreciate your offer.
Not a problem. In any case, welcome aboard to well, as they call themselves, the Queen's Guard, but welcome to Goodell, and I hope you enjoy our city. Now then, Elrin, I do need to have a word with you at home.
All right, let's go.
Ooh, he in trouble.
Sounds about to get a slap down.
As
They're gonna find his remains in the river. And we won't know what the fuck
She's-
happened.
Okay, she's not that crazy, okay?
he has the
The fact that
ability.
you had to say
Well,
that
she has
is
not.
disconcerting.
All right. She looks over as you, Elrin, as you both enter inside the castle, and you go to your guys' room. She looks over at you, and she closes the door, and she gets herself ready for bed. Because at this point, it's well, no, not ready for bed, but she's gonna get ready for dinner. In any case, Elrin, I gotta ask how your travels was, especially since you've been gone for quite a bit of time.
Roughly 2 weeks.
I'm sorry, I forgot about or not that I forgot, just something came up. I understand that I missed the doctor's appointment with Evie. I'm sorry.
No, it's quite alright. You're off on a mission. In fact, actually, it went rather well. She is a perfectly healthy baby.
That's
But
good to hear.
you were also, my hunk of a man, doing a mission for this world.
Oh God.
She's gonna lean in
Oh,
and she's gonna
fuck off.
embrace you. She's gonna embrace you and give you a kiss.
He's gonna kiss.
In any case, I gotta ask, did anything happen while you were out?
Lie.
White lies everywhere.
Lie.
I have to think about this. I have to be how he would be, which is an honest husband.
I mean,
Your
honesty
funeral,
is the
not
best
ours.
policy.
Hey, it's
To
your
a degree.
funeral. It's your funeral. I'll say something nice.
Ah, fuck it. He'll tell the truth.
All right. Well,
Okay. So, Estine, nothing happened. Okay. So, but I need to tell you something. I do need to tell you something.
Give me just a second. Hold up.
he's getting horror music.
Oh no.
No. Hold on.
I'm sorry, Rich. I know, like this is.
I am scared for I feel intimidated. I am scared.
I'm just gonna...
If we were at a table, I would be
but-
hiding under the table.
Listen.
Okay.
When we were over,
Mhm.
when we were over there, this part of this mission was infiltration. We had to get a couple people to avoid going to this meeting, and one of the people, the reason that they sent me towards her to divert her was because I spoke sign language. I was the only one who could.
Okay.
Bribery did not work, unfortunately. The only
Makes
thing was that
sense.
the only way was if I took her to breakfast. Nothing happened. I told her nothing, and I apologize that I had to do it. It was really our main option. If you're mad at me, I completely understand.
She kind of smiles and she's like, "Give me one moment." She calls for one of the maids, and she looks at the maid. I need you to take Evelyn out for a walk. She's due to take a nice stroll outside in the garden. And she winks at the maid, but you don't see this.
Nice knowing you.
It was nice knowing you, man.
The maid's like, I understand. She quickly takes Evelyn and puts her into like a little cart and strolls her off. She locks the door. Oh wait, no. She looks
if
like
you're
she-
going
Now
to
then.
detail I think you're going to, don't go into explicit detail.
I'm not going into it. I'm not.
Good.
Now then, you said that you had no choice, was it?
Yes.
Intriguing. Well then, I think we are gonna have to have a
Oh,
little bit of a
God.
talk. And as if this was a movie, the camera zoomed out.
And
Fucking-
and they cuddled in bed, and that's all they
That's
did.
totally what
You
happened.
hear
Very
totally
likely
what
what happened if you were an
happened.
adult.
They just
what?
go ahead.
You
Jacob.
hear a good loud scream, kind of ring throughout the entire kingdom
Is
or
this
the entire
Valorant-
castle.
Valorant scream?
No, this is her. You got the rest of you guys can hear this.
What the
From
devil?
outside the castle?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Okay, 1 second. Let's all have our reactions. Do you hear that?
What the-
Yes, but I will ignore it.
Same. I think that's probably.
What the?
I think that's
Is
for the
it a
best.
common occurrence?
20 years later in the Shadows of Men, fucking, one of your Varens was like, okay, now that we have this, the fuck is that?
The fuck is that?
In a whole other universe 20 years in the future.
Yep.
All right. With
Well.
this, we're gonna go and cut. We're gonna cut over to Resmir and Garrick getting ready.
Come on, do your
Yep,
kids.
Yep. Hopefully they won't torment me.
You know
As you
they
knock
will.
on the door, you hear a oh yeah, no. As you knock on the door, you hear a voice come from inside. Who is it?
It's me.
You could tell it's Sasha.
It's
Oh,
me.
Garrick. It's good. It's good to see you again.
Yeah,
Hold on a second.
I'm here to
Let me
pick
grab the
you up.
kids. Coco. Where's the other one go? Oh my.
Jojo. Yeah.
Oh no, she's
Jojo!
referring to them as the other one.
Jojo,
I am the good parent.
come on. Your sister is not gonna pull any more pranks on you. Come out from under. I promise I'll get you some baked goods whenever after you
Oh,
go.
wait.
yeah, I
You
promise
roll for it? You roll for it. I remember this because I put it in my notes. You said that they were well behaved while Garrick was gone.
Yeah, that was while you're gone. That doesn't mean that nothing could have happened while you have been back.
Well, you've been back.
Fair enough.
Ooh.
You know, that's fair. Wording.
Don't worry, Jojo. I'll go and get you some. I'll go and buy you a pastry straight tomorrow. And a nice
Resmir
book.
is just silently chuckling to herself.
Okay.
Yeah.
As
They're all missing.
she opens the door and Jojo and Coco are sitting there. Now, Coco, what do you have to say to your brother?
Isn't this like neglect?
Sounds
I'm
like
sorry.
I'm the good parent.
he's a good
I-
parent.
I'm sorry. I accept. You didn't have to summon. You didn't have to make it bear.
What did you do to
I
your...
hate bears.
What did you do
Father,
to your
it was
brother?
nothing. It was nothing. It was nothing, Father. I just
Oh
Jojo.
no, I
drew
really
and
have
showed him
started
an
to
image of a
get
bear.
bears.
Jojo, what did she do to you?
Satra holds up a paper, and you could see a very, very realistically drawn out bear.
Did you scare your
This
brother
is
with
what she
bears?
did.
I am impressed.
Yeah, I did.
Coco?
Maybe.
Remember how I
I
said?
might have.
Coco?
Somebody will make a great artist in their lifetime.
Yep. Coco, you are not getting. I'm taking your brother to get food when I feel better. You are not getting sweets when you're better. When he's better, you're not getting sweets.
That's okay. That's understandable.
Insight?
Resigned.
Yeah, no, that definitely needs some damage.
I will
Okay.
insight this kid.
Because I'll be honest, I don't want it to
Jeez.
be true, but if it's because I'll be honest, if what I'm thinking is
No, she's
the power of dad gets me a
she's
25.
honestly going with it. She realizes her mistake. It seems that over the past few weeks
No.
since you've been gone, she's learned how to
2 weeks.
actually
Yeah.
I said 2 weeks. I believe I did, but
Oh, you
in
said
any
click
which
one,
way, during the time that you were gone, it seems as though that she's learned how to take responsibility for her action.
Good.
Sorcery is this?
What kind of sorcery is this? What?
Trust me, me and her had a long talk, Garrick, while you have been out.
Apparently.
long
Alright.
of a one.
Now, do you promise not to do this to your brother ever again?
I cannot promise, but I can try.
You know what? I respect your honesty. You're still not getting sweets, though.
But Dad!
No buts.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
No buts.
Fine.
You want
As
to take
Jojo
responsibility?
walks down the steps, you could just see his head turns to her.
Yep. Jojo, you don't have to do that either.
But she deserves it!
Just because
she
someone
deserve
deserves
it?
something doesn't mean you should do it to them.
Okay, Dad. I
I
won't
don't
do
see
it.
anything wrong with that.
I want them to get along, okay?
Okay.
But they will never.
Coco?
Alright, thanks.
Yeah? Let's I wanna play kick the ball when we get back. Sure. Well, we can play some kick the ball.
I am a good dad.
Yeah, you are.
Kick the ball right into your chest.
As long as
Anyways,
Yep, okay, let's head home. Thank you.
Let's go.
not a problem, Garrick. Hopefully your travels was good.
Oh, by the way, how's your
Do
husband?
come by. He's doing alright. He's out doing some archaeological work.
Oh, really? Where?
I didn't approve of where he went, though.
Where did he go?
You want to take a guess? I told him it was his dumb idea, but he just had to do it. You know how he's fascinated by ruins?
I've had maybe 2 conversations with him. Did he go to that Mad King's tomb?
No, he tried to go to that one. Trust me, he tried, but
The
no.
secret apparently is outplaying the king. The ghost of the king there. That is a story.
No,
for
apparently he'd wanted to go to wherever Marlowe came from.
The
The
east.
Eastern continent?
The
Garrett,
east.
Get him. I look seriously at Satra. I whisper to her because I don't want the kids hearing this. Get him home as soon as you can.
How come?
The East is very. How long ago did he leave? I need to know this for timeline purposes.
About roughly 4 days ago. He's already out in sea.
Get him home as soon as you can. If he goes there and pisses off and he runs into the wrong people, I don't know if he'll come back.
You know, Garrick, do I dare need to ask of who it is?
A lot of very, very bad people.
Then I gotta ask you this one thing. Estine came to me earlier. She was definitely, but she wouldn't say why. Might I ask you exactly why Estine is mad?
What was she mad about? She was mad
She seemed very mad.
about?
That's the thing that I don't know. She was just mad. She came down and we talked for a bit. She said that someone new came by. I'm assuming that might be what it is, but I'm not sure.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Oh,
She
you
just
mean
said
Isabel? Wait, did you mean wait, was this before or after
No.
I left?
This was after.
Okay. Did you
Oh, that's after. No, after you guys came back.
Okay, interesting. She might have been yelling about Eric.
No, I don't think so. She was talking about some woman.
Isabel? No, Emil. It was,
Amalia?
Amalie.
Oh yeah,
Amelie.
who the hell is that? I had to send Coco and Jojo out back so that way they wouldn't have to hear her screaming. She was very upset about that.
She.
Oh, some poor unfortunate soul that we took in.
She was a person of interest. She is no longer a person of interest.
Fair enough. I guess I'll ask more about that later, but...
Also,
you
this
look...
is the first time Satra's seen, like, and the kids have seen Garrick. Like, he does notably look a little worse for wear.
Yeah.
So...
Satra's... She didn't take notice right away, but, like, now she knows that she's like...
Yeah, because, like, I'm heavily lenient on
Garrick,
Rasmira.
what the hell happened to you?
I met an asshole.
That's an understatement. That's an understatement.
Yep.
An asshole that was able to kick the living shit out of you.
He was a very big a-hole. And I'm whispering the a-hole part, because, again, children.
Is
Good
there
dad.
any way I can go and kick this person's butt?
No, you can't.
Let's not forget, Satra only has one arm.
I don't know.
So
Satra, no offense, I'm tougher than you.
good dad, shit husband.
I am just here. I am just here.
Yep.
So
Okay,
as
no
you
offense.
say this, and she definitely looks hurt by that statement.
Yeah,
It's,
I will say it again. Good dad, shit husband.
we're divorced. A. B. I'm not even
Ex-husband.
ex-husband. B. It's a matter of fact. Like stat-wise, damage-wise, and health-wise, I am stronger than this woman. At her best. He's tough. Look, he's tougher than. He was tougher than fucking Talric, okay? No one could kill him.
I guess that is a problem.
Yes.
What?
And I took everything I had, along with my allies, to defeat Talric. This man, and he was a man, was on a completely different level. And the worst
I
part,
see.
he was holding back. Not that you could get to him, but you do not want to mess with him.
I understand.
In
any case,
there was only one person I feared. He is the other now.
I see. As long as they don't have any plans on coming here, then I guess
I don't
now
think
it's
they can.
alright.
Trust me, it's very, very complicated.
I see. In any case, Gedrick, within the next few, it's actually a good thing you came back. I have at least some good news. I'm going to go and get. I'm going down to the local medical center to try to see if I can't get my arm fixed.
Well, regeneration's a thing, so hopefully you just need a very good cleric.
Yeah, trust me, it took a little. It was hard to get appointments there, but in any case, the reason why.
If you need someone to cover the bills, I'm willing.
No, don't. I have enough funds for this. I was just actually hoping that if, at some point, if you're not going to be busy, which, judging by the looks of you, you're going to be plenty busy. Next time that we got free time. Next time that we got free time. I'd like to go with you, the kids, and the Rasmir is welcome to join too. Down to
Garrick is like, go ahead, just go ahead.
Go to the local festival down in the nearby towns. Hell, even Ellery and the rest of the crew are invited. The kids haven't been down there yet, so I figured it'd be a nice time to take me down there.
I look towards Rasmira with a embarrassing kind of like, please help me, look.
She kind of just looks away.
Please.
It's like, nope, this is your problem.
Do you want to go to this, Rasmira?
I don't know.
I mean, it'd be nice. I'm just glad out of here. I'm glad she hasn't rolled an insight check yet.
She's not concerned. She's not really concerned, honestly. She's happy at
She
doesn't know.
For one, she doesn't know. Two, even if she did know, honestly, she wouldn't really care.
Yeah, but
considering the fact that this entire thing, she has a few top priorities: keeping up with you guys, the citizens of the entire Goodell, the kids, and last but not least, her husband.
Which is the new.
I like how her husband is last on that list.
Oh no, he understands fully well
Wow,
that
you
he's
just did him
last on the
you
list.
just
He's
did him
alright with that.
dirty.
That man just got done dirty.
You just done fucking dirty, man.
We'll talk about it with everyone else. Hopefully, I'll be back at near full strength by then. In the meantime,
Fair
kids,
enough.
let's go home. There is a ball waiting to be kicked.
Okay, Dad.
Tis a ball.
Bye,
Is it
kids.
a pair or is it just
Love
the
you,
one?
Mom. Love you, Mom. Bye, Coco. Bye, Jojo. You
Richard,
guys be good for your dad.
If you were dead, we would know.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Oh yeah, no, your screams would have been heard across the world.
meanwhile, in the destroyed world of Riptide, the first sound of life, and it's the sound of death.
Even think, it wasn't even Ellerin's scream. That was a Steen scream.
No, it was Elrin's death stream. But anyways, I have Respira help me home along with the kids. So, how was your time with your mother?
I'm sorry, I walked out there for a second. Oh, it was fine, Dad. Jojo pipes up. We got to actually go down to we actually got to take a trip outside the Goodell to go to the local towns.
How
We
was
got to go
that?
to the farms.
Was it good?
It was fun. We got to see little ducks. Coco pipes up, like kind of like interrupts him. My gosh, Dad, they were so adorable. Can we get one? Can we get one? Can we get one?
Isn't coconut
Wanna get a
enough
duck.
for you?
No.
What about Inej?
Yeah. What about Inej?
She's perched on my on my other shoulder. She'll jump down and start running around them.
Stop! She is so fun.
That.
They start chasing her around.
Yep. Thank you. I just look at her and I mouth, thank you. I just mouth, thank you.
And she just mouths back, "You're welcome."
So.
Coco stops chasing them. Dad, can we get
Yes?
a fox? Can we get a fox? He holds up a Nash.
She's just giving this like dirt face. She's like sticking her tongue out at her.
Damn it! The power of cute. Garrick looks.
The power
That
of
depends.
Forsake.
Can you take care of a pet, both of you?
Jojo kind of looks down at Nash and he's like, I think I could do it.
Okay. how about
Jojo,
this?
Coco pipes up.
Not yours.
Oh yeah, you know what? I think. Oh, we could definitely take care of it, right, brother? I
Hey,
think
Okay.
Dad, inside your
Yes.
daughter.
Gee, I wonder if I was not. You say that as if I wasn't already.
Oh,
they-
20.
they-
The
They're
power of
both
dadness
good.
compels you.
The power
They're
of
both
dad
good
compels you.
They are kids. They would have commoner stats, so they can't beat it. What can I glean from my daughter? Jacob?
Is she gonna turn this thing into a meal? Is
No,
the
not
question.
that. Not that.
Not my fox.
Not,
No,
yeah, not any fox.
the fox they
Not
want.
any fox. Are you kidding me? If they're gonna eat it, I'm not getting them. I'm not getting them a fox.
My
that's
hawk
gonna eat
fox. Don't
Yeah.
touch my hawk fox then.
it. Don't eat any fox. How about that?
Don't eat anything.
Jacob?
That is-
Yeah.
I think
Jacob,
Yeah,
fox
what
are
are you
actually very
trying?
good.
What are you trying to ask?
is she just putting it on? Is she putting it on front like, oh yeah, I can totally do this, or does she truly believe, like, and not in a kid's thing? Does she think she can actually take care of a fox, like a pet?
She thinks she thinks she can she thinks she can try and
Now, is she trying to strong arm her
Care for the
brother
fox.
into this? Is she trying to peer pressure her brother?
no they're not. No, she's
Okay.
not.
I'm gonna look at them. Taking care of a pet is a big responsibility. Do you want to know how I got coconut?
How, Dad?
You want to know how I got these scars?
I had to prove myself to the kingdom, and then they gave me a baby griffin, which I then raised, and that's how Coconut came to be.
Oh.
Now,
So we gotta prove ourselves to the foxes, and then maybe we'll get a fox as
No.
well.
close.
That's not how it works.
No, you had to prove yourself to Rasmira. She's the fox owner. If she says you can have a fox, I would trust her judgment.
Jojo
Is this
looks
your way
up
to
to
get
her.
them in a perpetual loop to not get a fox?
Miss Rasmira, is there any sort of task that needs to be done to take care of the fox?
She's giving you this face of why?
I give you a pained, but still, like, snide kind of smirk, like,
You really just passed the buck.
No, I legitimately think that Rasmira is the best choice for this.
Oh my god.
Because she...
Oh, by the way, I should, I should say, yeah, no, he has puppy eyes on him.
Yep, Jojo is the puppy I
Can
want.
you resist the puppy eyes?
Up again.
Alright. Since you two have an affinity for Inej, I'll let you take care of her for a week. If
I
Oh
Inej,
no, that poor image is gonna die.
if
I will fucking murder you both.
if there's anything wrong with Inej, there will be consequences.
You heard the lady.
Oh, that's scary.
And you won't like it when there are consequences.
And you really won't
Jojo's
like me
like,
when I'm angry.
Okay.
Shh. I whispered to her, I'll keep an eye on them. Don't worry, she won't
Jojo,
die.
Coco looks up at Rasmir. Oh, don't worry about Inej. Inej is in good hands.
I
She
will
kinda puts
worry
her-
about Inej.
That girl
She
has
kinda
too much
takes-
confidence for her own good.
Oh no,
She
does,
kind of
but she's a kid.
she kind of takes her arms, kind of fold them into fists, and like kind of puts them on her hips, and she just confidently just smiles up at you.
She all might poses. I get it.
Yeah.
Rasmir is looking down
Don't
at her,
worry, I am here.
and she kind of
Okay,
just
alright.
chuckles. I would like to see you try with Inej over here.
It's a big responsibility. Are you sure you can handle it?
Mm-hmm. We'll feed her. We'll give her a bath.
How many times should you
Wait,
feed
wait,
her?
wait.
As soon as Inej hears the sound of a bat, she kind of just like starts squirming.
Yep. Okay, how many times would you have to feed her?
Jojo looks up at Rasmira. Rasmira, how many times a day do you feed?
Twice a day. One in the
He
morning,
doesn't know it. He doesn't mind.
one when I wake up, maybe a snack in the middle, and then one before I go to bed.
Okay. So 1 in the morning. He starts running. He at this point he lets go of Inej and he starts
And
running.
Inej climbs back onto my shoulder, and her head is literally just in my scarf right now.
Yep, don't worry, there are no baths.
He just writes it down. 1 in the morning. In the middle. Once at night. Okay. I think we can take care of him. Of Inej.
Okay, well...
Inej.
Yep, well,
Inej.
Well...
Inej.
Inej. Good. Coco, can you say it?
Inej!
Inesh.
This is a weird feeling.
Oh wait, that's not how it is. It's Inej. Inej? Inej.
Close enough.
Inej is now just standing on top of Garrick's head. Just being dumb. That's basically what she's doing right now.
I pet the Inej.
The Inej.
Very well.
She's like, save me from your children.
Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you, and you'll have Coconut beside you, so she'll protect you if something goes wrong. I look up towards Inej.
She squeezes at you, and then she just jumps down and runs off to find Coconut.
Which we're near his house by now, so yep.
Yeah.
We're
She just
there.
jumps off, runs to go find Coconut. She's like, save me!
Yep.
Save
Yeah.
me!
You
The
guys made it there.
misadventures of Coconut and Inej.
Starring JoJo and Coco. Yeah, but anyways,
Is that a
That
motherfucking
stars
JoJo
Garrick and
reference?
Rhaenyra. That sounds like so. Yeah, I was about to say it sounds like some anime series.
it sounds like a chibi series.
Oh,
It sounds like
you
a chibi
approaching
series.
me?
Yeah, it's a chibi series. But anyways,
Oh,
A chibi
you're
series.
approaching.
the ball's out back. Don't hurt each other.
Okay.
I looked
Let's
at
go,
JoJo.
Jojo. Let's go, Jojo.
Oh,
Sorry I dragged you into
Okay.
this. I looked
Don't
towards
kick it too hard now.
I looked towards my mouse. Sorry I
They
dragged you
walk
into
up.
this.
It sounds like you're sacrificing my poor pet.
I am not. I will make sure they don't kill it. Her. And Coconut will make sure as well.
I swear to God, if any fur is missing on my Hawk Fox,
You can rip out my hair in exchange. Is that fair?
Oh my. Oh god, that sounds like some
That
sort of
sounds fair.
innuendo.
for children's hair.
Alright. Now, I'm not laying her to my children. But anyways,
I am.
I just sit down on the couch. I really should not have gone out today.
you must be really sore right now.
Very. And I'm probably gonna be more sore when you pull out said hair, cause JoJo will be fine with her. Coconut will make sure nothing bad happens. Coco is a wild card.
Mm-hmm. Where do you want to go? To your room? To the couch? Where?
Just couch. I'll be honest, I kind of want.
She sits you on the couch.
Yep, thank you.
You want some tea?
That would be lovely.
She goes, starts making some tea.
You know, if you really want to keep an eye on things, you could come by more frequently to make sure they aren't tormenting poor Inej.
I live down the street, and I think I'll be able to hear my Hawk Fox scream.
Yeah, well,
The entire
You
neighborhood
tried,
for the rest
buddy.
of the week.
so,
In other news, just this then, we've heard only about 5, and I count them 5 screams today. Back to you, Ted.
All of
Thank
which
you,
horrifying.
Bill.
you know, I'm just saying it wouldn't be terrible if you know, if I saw more of you.
She kind of looks over her shoulder. She doesn't quite know the meaning of that statement.
I'm bad at this, okay? I'm honestly bad at this. We both know that we're bad at this. I like to see you. That's what I'm saying.
Then be blunt about it. I'm not good at beating around the bushes.
And I beat around the bush too
There were
much.
bushes to be.
You tend to do that all the time. Why?
Do you really want to know?
Do I? Should I? Is the question.
It's up to you. If you
I don't
ask
know.
me, I'll tell you the honest truth.
I don't know.
That's all.
Sure.
I screwed things up with Satra. I care about you a lot. I don't want to screw things up with you.
Oh, he cares.
Aw, he has feelings.
Well, 1 second. Wait, let me
Oh,
do my thing.
wow.
Wait 1 second. Let me do it.
Wow.
Because
Oh wow.
aside from feelings, like the feelings I have, you've probably been the best friend I've had since ever. So I don't want to lose my best friend if I screw things up.
She has no idea how to fucking feel about this. Well, I've heard from many people that usually your best friend becomes a lifelong partner. I don't know how true that is. I mean,
I hope it is, but I don't want to lose you in any sense of the word, and I'm afraid if I screw up, I'll lose you forever, and I don't want that.
I think At this point, she comes and brings you the tea.
Yep.
She uses prestidigitation to keep it
Yeah.
quite hot.
Yeah, I have that spell too.
Okay. Well, honestly, you've been one of my closest friends. Well, honestly, some of my only.
Would you be surprised if I said you guys were my only friends as well?
You kiddo.
You cut out.
Would you be surprised if I said that similar, you are some of my only friends because growing up,
Yeah. I could believe that.
Growing up in the wilderness, typically does not make time for friends. It's typically survive or die.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and
But even then, you made some good friends.
I did. And then, I stopped living in the wilderness. I still wasn't that good with people. And then, I met you.
So, no better that I am not good with people. You're better with people than I am.
I'm better with people. I'm not good with dealing with my feelings towards people. Towards you. I just, he just like immediately just says towards you.
Well, I'm sure we have a lot to learn.
We do, and I am very happy that you're willing to give this a shot. Because, like I said, I care about you.
This is the first time for me, Garrick. I'm sorry.
Don't be. I know.
She's kind of like sipping her tea nervously.
I know that life, your childhood wasn't exactly sunshine and flowers either. And I know how you are with people. I remember how hard it was for you to get to open up to the others. So, I know you're scared. I'm fucking petrified of this, if I'm going to be honest.
Petrified? You? Petrified?
Yes, I'm allowed to be afraid.
This is just in on Naked and Afraid.
Fuck you because that was good. Fuck you because that was good.
Damn it! That's hilarious.
But anyways,
Well, Gary confessed his true feelings before they die. Find out next.
He did. He literally did. Now he's just a matter of how we're gonna deal with it. But
I'm currently dying.
Yeah.
Apparently you're not the only one.
Yeah, but yeah.
You just hear it.
Yeah, but
Oh, that was hilarious.
no. But anyways, if I think I'll be less scared knowing that you're beside me on this path of ours.
I'll try my best. I'm not used to this.
I put my arm around Resmira, kind of cuddle like, if she lets me.
She tenses up. She's not used to this.
I don't put it fully when you tense up. I just wait for you to be like yes or no on that.
After a little while, she would loosen.
I put my arm around her.
And that is where we are gonna cut over Korvac, Isabel, Elrin. Well, Elrin for Elrin. Yeah, you aren't dead. No,
you're not dead.
I love how
To
that
say the
has
least,
to be specific.
if you had any plans of going to dinner, throw those out the fucking window. You, sir, are in a nice nap.
I got the shit kicked out of me, didn't I?
No. Just when you wake up, you're gonna be fucking hungry, and you're probably gonna want a bath.
What
You
happened?
did the devil's
no.
tango.
You did the snoo.
Yeah, you did the snoo. Forgot. Ugh.
Think of it as a rough honeymoon, just without it being after you guys got married.
Think Dead Girl Walking. Like the ending of that song.
Yeah.
Then I changed it.
Oof.
I don't think he's seen that yet.
You had a rough night. You're going to be sore, particularly in the pelvic
You
area.
did adult things.
Stop. I already get it. I get it.
Yep, good.
Okay, good.
Wow.
Korvac, Solus, and Isabel, what do each of you guys do during this time?
Solas is just gonna ask Korak, okay, fill me in. What happened in the castle? If you're allowed to, of course.
Dun, dun, dun.
Deacon, where are you, buddy?
Sorry, I'm right here. Okay.
Deacon, for where art thou?
So, what
What about
specifically are you trying to ask?
What? You were called to the castle for something. What? I wasn't. Solus wouldn't have actually gone in, to be fair, because,
That's fair. Yeah, that is fair.
you know, castle, everything. She still doesn't quite know her position
Place.
yet.
Irrigation, information. I think Amelie, right? I don't remember her name. She turned into flowers, which was strange.
That's it. That doesn't normally happen.
Well, usually you turn the dust, but I guess the Karloff was a little bit kind and
Right,
decided to turn her into flowers.
Flower
right,
petals.
Yeah, Carla. Did you get any information out of her?
We would have told you everything, except for because of the crowdness, Garrick would not have mentioned that the Arkaloff might be in the city. That's the only thing that is stipulation. Just because I didn't get the chance to.
Okay.
Just for the sake of brevity, for Korvac, just to let you know, yeah, that's what would have happened.
Yeah.
So, how much do you tell her, Korvac?
I'll tell her most of everything.
Okay.
So she just kind of nods along with the story. What parts you do tell her? Oh, seems you had a very busy day. What
Wait, what did she say?
You seem to have had a very busy day.
Very busy. Well, ish.
Ish. What do you plan to do now?
That monk seems very invasive.
You'll have to excuse him.
He came back like 5 times.
Okay,
Not
he
to
came.
excuse
He came to our door twice.
It was an exaggeration.
Oh my god, you're the Drax of this group.
Yes.
Yes.
If I stand still long, okay.
Stand still long enough. I will be invisible. Oh, hi, Drax!
Hi, Kermit.
Okay.
Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
So you guys praise the sun god, right?
Praise
That is
the
correct.
sun.
Out of character, she immediately goes into the praise the sun gesture.
Praise the sun.
Praise
Praise
the
the
sun.
Praise the sun.
Don't praise me, praise the sun.
God
For anyone
damn
who's-
it.
For anyone who's seen Dark Souls,
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but
Yeah, I
probably.
know.
I have. I played it.
I meant no, the animation Dark Souls. It's a parody.
Oh yeah, I am.
Yeah.
You mean
It's
Happy Souls?
hilarious. Happy Souls is also brilliant, but it's not Happy Souls.
Damn.
Oh, jeez. It's 2-on-1, pal. Give it up.
All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. It's
Like
pretty
Fab.
late. It is pretty late, so like, let's not.
Yeah, it's like 5 in the morning for me.
Yeah, so let's not.
Yeah.
Let's not
Yeah.
torture you more than we need to.
And for a group that's rather monastic, you seem to be a bit out of the ordinary being, well, a paladin.
There are monks and there are paladins. Both believe in a higher power in some way. The monks tend to have been around for longer and live more sheltered lives before going into the order. Some went into the order to, well, not seek power as such, but seek to do good in the world. They tend to be the more active ones, and not the only paladin of the sun.
I wasn't assuming as much. I was just pointing out that there might be more monks.
Yes, there might be.
So what's just the general belief behind your guys' group?
We just believe in the will of the sun, that it will eventually lead us to a higher path, and throw out justice upon the world.
But what does it mean to you, in particular?
The sun is a great many things. It gives life, but it can also destroy very easily. It's a thing
Well,
of
if
beauty.
deserts are to say something about it, then yes.
It's a thing of beauty and a thing of power.
You're not wrong.
It is out of character joke. It is like a father I happen to have too many feelings for.
Oh God.
God damn it.
Because I had to make another Dark Souls reference.
Yep.
So you would say that it is quite humbling.
It is humbling to compare oneself to such a magnificent thing of creation.
Well, I wasn't comparing.
I don't follow.
I don't follow.
What?
I just-
What?
I generally didn't follow what you said.
Ship them.
It's nothing. Never mind. You got any more questions?
Not as of this time. I'm sure I'll find some.
Alright. But, Isabel, do you want to do anything in particular during that time?
She's probably crying after having to kill her Stockholm Syndrome master.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope as in the crying, or nope as in things to do?
What?
Yes.
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 No, I didn't hear what you said.
No to the crying, or no to the stuff you want to do?
No to this. What?
No to the crying about killing Amelie, or no to the I want to do stuff in the city?
I have no idea
Yes.
what the fuck you're talking about. But anywho,
You.
Isabel would probably she's probably just trying to figure out where the fuck she goes to get a bar in this place.
Okay, so currently, as of right now, since this is towards the evening,
I'll be back.
the places there aren't exactly open. You'd have to, you would know that there is a little shop towards the middle of the city that, that is basically this city's form of real estate.
Yeah.
Free real estate.
I'm assuming it's probably closed.
They do.
It
close
is
pretty early.
closed. Actually,
free.
you know what?
It's all
High
free.
or low? Also, yeah.
High or low?
Well, you could go
Okay,
for
Let me
this
roll
one.
to see whether I take high or low, because I don't know. I'll take high.
Yeah, they're close. I'm sorry, bud.
We need to start gambling on low. This entire session we've been gambling on high, and it's not worked out.
Yeah,
for
well,
us.
I just rolled my d20 here and see what it gave me, if it was high or low, because I didn't know.
What did it give you?
Natural 20.
Yeah,
but,
no, they're closed, unfortunately.
Um,
You could wait till
yeah,
the next. You could wait till the next day and go in there and speak to the person
I mean,
in charge.
yeah, obviously, because
Okay.
that's not know
Yeah.
what she really wants to do.
So, the next day, you're they're door about
I was
by
excited
about
there for a
8
second.
a.m. Yeah,
I was
the
ex-
doors are open.
I was excited for a second there.
Why?
You know why, Jacob? I messaged you about it, just like, you told me about it just in case.
Oh yeah. Anyway, they're open. You can go inside. There's a lady sitting at the front desk. She looks at you. Well, might I help you today? Welcome to the
Yes.
Goodell Real Estate.
Oh, all right, yeah. I'm here to try to get a tavern.
Tavern. Let me pull up a file here. Taverns. Ah, yes. Well, we currently do have one available for you down at the about the middle section of the middle section of the city. It's actually about a good 10 minutes walk from here. However, my manager isn't exactly seeing anybody. As this happening, you just see someone walk out, like kind of storm out. Oh, I think the manager's ready to see you now.
All right then.
You go in
Did I
there. You
just
see
get
this.
accused about being a Karen?
You see a Goliath of a man just sitting there with a suit and tie on and a monocle.
I need art of this now.
You're
You
at a
there.
lodge.
And what's that supposed to mean?
It means you're a Goliath. And Goliaths are pretty big.
Just because my voice is high. Oh shit, magic wore off. Look, just because
big boy.
just because I'm big and I have a high pitched voice does not mean that I can't.
Oh my god,
Smash
it's
you.
Goliath Mike
In any
Tyson.
case, welcome to the Goodell Real Estate. How can I help you today?
I was looking to get a tavern.
Oh, a tavern, great. Do you have a source of income?
That would be the tavern when it opens up, but I do have quite a large amount of sum of money with me.
How much do you have on you?
How much could I literally take with me, Jacob?
How much? Actually, how much in total did you gain from that?
Gain from what?
The tavern.
Or from your tavern?
I don't know.
Again,
I mean, it was open for years.
Yes.
That's true.
1 second.
You can
I
you
can
have
actually-
about a good
I can actually do some math here.
50,000 from it. It was that pretty busy. So you could carry about 20,000 on you.
All right. I got about 20,000 on me.
Well, the typical place is. Well, this particular one is about roughly 25,000 in terms of payments. Well, if you don't have the full 25, we can always put you on a monthly plan for paying back the rest of the money that would be needed for it. More or less, if you are able to.
No problem with that. I mean, 5,000 isn't that much.
All right. Let's see here. Do you have any sorts of credibility? Any people that we could talk to make sure you could be the right owner for this bar?
Try the queen.
Yeah, I do. His name is Garrick.
You know what's funny? You know what the sad thing is? Garrick would be willing to help you out with this.
Oh my god.
His name is Garrick. I could go fetch him if you'd like.
Or you could
No,
find
no, no,
me.
no. I'll
I mean,
actually.
would he actually?
Sure,
know that he's
I have a
Garrick?
few documents I do need to finish up here.
Well,
All right, and she just sits there
I
as like
would
this,
help
like the
him too.
tiny dragon on her shoulder just flies off.
yeah, Garrick would have fallen asleep on the couch, by the way.
Oh my god.
Achilles would just like knock the head on the door, like.
Oh God! Oh God! Okay, I'm getting up.
Oh my god.
And there. Oh, did you sleep here too?
Yeah.
Oh, Garrick just. Like, if he
I'm
could-
going I'm going to get the door.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, there's the screenshot button.
I open the door.
You open the door.
Yeah.
Achilles just right in.
Oh.
And Isabel's voice comes through. Hey Garrick, I need your help.
Okay. I get up. Lead me to her. Oh God.
He takes it.
I like to rest.
Yeah.
I know. I'm an idiot.
You are an idiot.
Yeah. Well, time
I'm
to
gonna help the idiot.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
I heard that. Garrett looks at you, but. I'm just gonna go.
Go.
Gee, I would literally love painted ribs right now. That would be a good distraction. Okay, I go to Isabel. Okay, what?
Yep.
Good.
You see,
This is the
you
guy
just
right
see
here.
this
He
like-
can vouch for me.
You see, you wouldn't have. So you were the person that. What was your name again?
Garrick. Out of
Not
curiosity.
you.
Her name.
No offense, sir. Not you.
Actually, does he
her.
know me?
My name's Isabel.
Oh yes, you are the one. You are the one that, to reference Miss Isabel. She's looking to buy a tavern. I need to know if she'd be the right person to own a tavern.
Okay, I sit down in a chair. Okay.
I'm
You
going
call-
to go back.
Yep. You called me out here for this.
Yes.
God damn it! I hate that. I'm going to help you here.
I
Isabel.
mean, to be fair, this is something literally quite essential for me to live here.
Yeah, I know. Well, okay, we'll talk about that. But first, how much is this bar? She's trying to buy.
It's about 25,000.
I put down.
She's going to go.
I put
She's
down.
going to go.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
She said she's willing to go and pay off the 20,000 of it and then pay the rest back in gold.
I put down 500 platinum. Consider it paid. That's about 5,000 gold for the record. 500 platinum is 500. 5,000 gold. Consider it paid.
Yeah.
I see. Unfortunately, as much as I would love to accept money from you, it has to come straight from her.
I give the money to Isabel. Here.
She hands it to him.
There, it came
Well, there
from
you go.
her.
There.
I mean, he did stay straight from
typical
her.
stance is
Look, just you got.
you are a smart
Please
ass.
say, "Oh my
That's
guy."
okay.
Yeah. Also, out of curiosity, Jacob, does he actually know who Garrick is, or am I in the clear? Because I would love for it to be in the clear.
No,
Good.
he would know who Garrick is. It's like, look, just because you're Garrick,
Look, she ran a successful.
you know what? I've
tavern.
already had to pull. I've
Yeah.
already put up with enough bullshit for today, and I don't feel like yelling at another potential customer.
Yeah. Look.
I'll
as
go
for
and get
her-
the signed.
Well, real quick, as for her, she's obnoxious and a smartass, but she ran a successful tavern in the worst of conditions for a long time. She can make a successful business.
One of the
in
best damn taverns in the world.
As you had said, obnoxious sometimes, you just see a mustache grow from this man's face into kind of a
What?
smile. Oh, obnoxious is that the case? But then you are a perfect owner for this tavern.
Also,
We'll get you the
God.
best one in town.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm liking this. I'm liking this.
also, she ran it successfully and was financially stable for years until circumstances prevent her from doing it. In the best of conditions, I honestly think she could probably have the best tavern in Godot. And
Yeah. All right.
as much as it pains me.
Yeah,
to
we'll
admit.
get you will definitely have the summon. He pulls out the documents and gives it to you. Just sign here, 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 and here.
I'm gonna read over it
here.
first.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Okay.
I'm gonna help you with that. I'm gonna give you the help. Actually.
Is there anything like fucking shady about anything they put here?
I'm going to help her.
Nope.
Yep.
Oh, well, no, except for the fact that the only thing that you do notice is that in the event that with rifle reasoning for doing so, that each and every guard within the city has the right to search your bar. That is the only rule.
I thought he used that anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say you came from worse, and these are not as corrupt people, so I think you're fine. Also, I think
Alright,
that's
well,
yeah, no.
this is all good. She signs
also I
it.
think that's 3 you owe me now. No, wait, 4. I vouched for you and I helped pay.
All right.
4.
You know what? I'll pay it back in free drinks.
He goes and he gets up and by the way, you guys are in a very tiny office, and he gets up. He kind of
Oh,
bumps his
Jesus,
head like,
this man
"Ow,
must
God
be
damn it!
very
I need to get
uncomfortable."
this place remade."
Jesus Christ.
Anywho.
man.
Opens up the file cabinet. Ah, here we go. All right. Here's the deed to the. Here's the deed. It's about a good 5-10 minutes walk there. You might need to get it cleaned up just a little bit, but I'm sure you can manage. It's cobwebs and such of
Garrett
that sort.
sighs,
Still,
puts-
blackout magic that can literally do that. So.
Same. I can help you with that.
Fair enough.
Look,
You guys have a nice day.
you
Catherine, I need you to cancel my 8 o'clock tonight.
All right.
Also, you get to go home early. Go get yourself some sleep.
All right. Well, so let's
Sleep?
let's head to this bar then, Isabel. Let's help clean it up. I'll help you clean it up.
Yep.
Alright. As you guys were able to successfully
Yeah, President
Clean it
is
up.
a fun spell. It's a very useful spell.
Yep.
It's a great spell.
any of you guys converse while you're doing this, or
yes,
Are the
actually-
kids behaving? Because I literally went back just to take care of the kids.
oh, the kids are behaving pretty
Yep.
well.
I am.
They're
good
actually
dad,
they're
damn it.
actually both
How's
upstairs.
Inej
Uh,
doing?
Yeah, how is it?
How is my hawk fox doing?
That should be the question.
My
you really
poor
ask.
baby.
How many squeals in the middle of the night have there been?
roll a d100.
Oh no.
Oh no! Whoa.
I've been rolling these like shit today.
I believe in you. I believe.
I
Believe in good. Believe in good.
I believe. Oh, fuck.
My baby.
Can I roll for JoJo? Because there's coconut and there's Coco and then there's JoJo. Can I roll for JoJo?
Yeah, you can roll. You can roll for both. If you'd like.
Oh!
I'll make this fair. Oh,
Fuck!
That's gotta be
Oh.
Coco.
That's Coco. That's Chloe.
That's Coco.
so
Oh, my baby.
I am literally shivering thinking of
I
what
don't
these
think they
children
can't
have done to
kill
this poor
Inej.
grandpa.
I just think Inej will be not treated will be very, very like iffy on this whole thing.
They've been feeding
So-
him nothing but fucking ice cream.
Turns into fucking Sprinkle season 2.
as
Sprinkle.
Go ahead.
as you're sitting there, like you come back and they you hear the screech of Inej upstairs underneath the bed. And upstairs, it's not so much that they have done anything to her, but you come up there and you see the room a mess. There is water, paint everywhere. Up on the bed is Coco, and she's like, "Ha ha ha! You will never defeat me, Robin Hood." I don't
Alright.
know. I don't think this is a good idea, Coco.
room-
That's gonna
What
be
are
really
you
mad.
doing?
That room
What?
cost me 100 gold.
3 units.
What are
Uh,
you guys doing?
What do
Inej?
what do you think it looks like?
And then come.
He is saving Inej from the evil Baron.
I hold my arm out, and an edge would perch on my arm. Is she hurt in any way?
No, she is not
Oh,
hurt.
thank God.
She is scared.
Garrick,
Oh, poor baby.
She wasn't put under there by force, I will say.
I'm
she
gonna
ran up there
incite
on
this
her own.
kid.
no, I think Jacob's saying that, like, if you incite both of them, this was an edge.
Yeah, no. If you were to incite, like, additionally with her not being hurt, you could tell that based on the situation, she was not put there under force. She ran up there underneath the bed
Coconut is going
voluntarily.
to go next to Rasmira to check on an edge as well, because the Coconut likes an edge.
Can I point out the fact that they did something so scary that Inej ran under the bed in fear?
Has been through some shit. She comes with me everywhere.
This is a weird sensation. Disappointment, yet a small sense of pride.
Why?
Yeah, that's pretty. I'm pretty sure that's how parents feel in a nutshell.
What are you guys doing?
We're playing with our toys. I get to be the villain, and he gets to be the hero. There's only so that way I could continue drawing. Yeah, but you didn't want to go outside and play kickball, so I knew we'd play. I offered something you'd like to do, and you suggested this. I didn't think it would get that violent. Well, you're playing with a bow for Pete's sake. Everything's gonna get violent, JoJo.
You guys
I know.
can't play with weapons. Didn't your father teach you that?
I did.
We weren't gonna go and shoot each other.
Channel your inner destiny.
I will channel my inner destiny.
However, as she says this, you look slowly to your right, and you just see an arrow inside the window.
That window cost.
And what is that? What is
Um,
that?
target
I feel
practice.
bad for you, Garrick. The amount you must pay in fucking repair
That
costs.
is not acceptable.
Wait, is this Garrick's bedroom?
No,
This is
this
their
the kid's
bedroom.
This is their bedroom.
That cost me more than.
You guys will clean up right now. Give me the bow.
You fucked up.
Okay.
Done.
They listen. They begin cleaning up.
She's gonna stand there and watch them clean up.
Good mom.
Alright.
Again, Coconut just checking in on an edge.
She's gonna take the arrow, and she lets an edge go with Coconut.
Yep, but-
Go play outside. Go. Get. Why are you even in the house? You're so big.
Yep. Because she cares about an edge that much.
That much. The mess that she must have made coming up the stairs.
Is it anything compared to the children?
No.
There we go.
It's like a not. She's gonna be she's gonna stand there, watch them clean up, send them to their rooms, and they're going to bed early.
Stay in
Okay.
the room.
They're going to bed early. She goes
Yeah,
back
but
down
we
the
did.
stairs and
wait for
kind of
Garrick,
just
I guess.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you're not
Garrick
even their parent.
arrives.
You're a better parent than Satcher.
Garrick
I'm not
arrives
even a
back.
fucking parent.
Garrick arrives.
Back home,
I
find
look,
the house
I look at Rasmira.
pretty good
I
shape.
look at Rasmira.
Right now, you
Yeah,
actually find her asleep on your couch with an edge on her chest.
I put a blanket over Rasmira and an edge to make sure they're both comfortable, and I go to see the kids. I'm home.
They're asleep. They're dead ass asleep.
Oh, great, everyone's asleep but me.
I assume no one fixed the window either.
I look.
I fixed the window.
First, yeah, I look.
I would fix the window. I have
I
mending.
have no idea what happened, so
Yep.
I go back to Rasmira downstairs.
Mhm.
I look over her sleeping. I kind of like sleep next to the couch because I don't want to disturb her. And I say under my breath, "I love you too." And I fall
With
asleep.
this, we're gonna switch over to Isabel real quick. Isabel, that night, you get yourself you begin having yourself a weird dream. You
Oh.
hear a voice. Give me just a second.
And what would that voice be?
Hold on. Let me get this put up here.
It's been a while. I believe. If this is who I think it is, then Jacob,
Yep.
do you want to take over?
Yep.
It's been a while. My sweet, sweet daughter. You see your father figure, Arcane. He looks worse than when you last saw him.
You look half dead.
That's not inaccurate.
That's not inaccurate. I like that.
I'm assuming whatever you've been doing isn't good.
It's not what naturally. I've met some unique individuals. What has happened to me?
I imagine being a god that does that to someone.
I'm a dying god, my dear. He smiles very faintly at you. Come here.
How much longer do you have left?
I don't know. That fills me with dread and excitement at the same time. But you need not to worry yourself with me. I'm more concerned about you.
Oh?
I may have been gone, but I never stopped watching. I know what happened.
Expect any of that?
I know what happened, dear Isabel. You see a sadness in his face, empathetic. What do you do?
I suppose you didn't just come here to chat.
I did. Because I thought you might need someone to talk to.
No, really don't.
Are you sure? It's rude to lie to a dying man, after all.
But I'm not lying.
Then tell me how you feel, honestly. I want to know.
She looks up, and then with this like wicked grin on her face, I'm excited.
For?
What's to come?
And what is that?
A lot.
You're just as vague as ever.
After all, it was you who taught me to be that way.
And I'm very proud of you for it, but... I'm sorry I wasn't there for you. If I could have been more, I would have.
No need to apologize.
I'm sorry for all the pain you've endured. I'm sorry for if you ever felt abandoned or unloved.
If anyone abandoned me, it wasn't.
But I did. I wasn't there for you. You suffered. I know that you are strong, but I regret not being there for you at your lowest moments.
They only get lower from...
Not if you don't let them.
Counting.
You cut out a little bit.
Oh, she says, let them. I'm counting.
Why?
Because I do things my own way, and I survive. After all,
But you live.
that's all you ever told me to do.
But you live.
Wait, what'd you say?
But do you live? But do you live?
Yes.
As long as you're happy, truly happy, then all I can do, all I can be, is just there for you. It is not my place to tell you how you should live your life. As a god, as a father, it is not my place. All I can do is be there for you at your highest, be there for you at your lowest, and try and help you along your path. That is all I am. This is all I will be, until my time finally comes.
With this, actually,
Wait, is she waking
not-
up?
Yes. At this point,
Before she
would
wait, real
be
quick,
waking
before
up.
she wakes up, she's gonna say this. This world is going to burn alive, and I'll be right at the center.
What is with y'all motherfuckers and burning this shithole?
Hey,
With this,
hey.
she wakes up. However, hold on. We're not through yet.
Oh.
Alex,
Mm-hmm.
that night when Garrick fell asleep, you began having a dream.
Oh no.
Give me a... Inside the dream,
I know I should have let you kill her.
you start seeing storms clouding above you. You're standing there, up in the sky. However, you see a dark, shadowy figure appear before you, dressed up in dark robes, torn about, almost as if they recently had been in a fight. Some parts of it being even singed. You can't make out the figure face. However, you hear the person's voice. Oh, Garrick. So wonderful to know you're still alive out there.
Thanalis, I would say it's good to see you, but...
You recognize his voice as your mother.
Oh, shit.
Oh, dear.
Oh shit.
Oh, well, okay,
Oh,
well...
shit.
Okay, well, this is what I need to do. Good to see you
Oh.
too. You're looking a lot older.
Oh, yes.
Still a bitch?
Trust me. There's still so much that you don't know about me, Garrick. I'll be seeing you whenever you come down to Amaneki.
What?
Hmm.
I stand stern.
I will say,
Mm.
the plans have already been put into place. They're nearly complete.
Yeah, well, wouldn't be the first.
Sooner,
Wouldn't be the
in
first
the
time I
soon
fucked with
future,
Oh, go ahead.
in the soon future, my dear son, you'll come to a choice that may seem impossible to choose from, but I can assure you, in some way, I will win. I have already played my cards out correctly. The question being is, within that time span, will you yourself be able to play your own hand and beat the card master?
You know.
With this,
1 second. Can I have a conversation with her?
go ahead.
Sorry, just. You know, half the reason I think you don't think I'm a complete disappointment is because I inherited your brain.
Sorry, I'm gonna need you to repeat
You cut
that.
out.
You know, half the reason.
cut out.
Yeah, sorry. Half the reason I think I'm not a complete disappointment to you is because I inherited your.
You're still
Fuck,
cutting out. You keep
motherfucker.
cutting out.
Okay, 1 second.
You know how I feel.
Test 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
You know, I should be thankful to you. If it wasn't for you, I'd be as dumb as that brute you call a husband.
Ooh, throwing shade.
Oh, relax.
It's funny you call him. It's funny you think I call him a husband. He knows how
Oh, we
this
both
will
know
all
you.
end.
Oh, we both know he's just your pawn.
Hmm.
So why
That
did
could
you
be
have
the
a
case.
child with a pawn?
Easy. Now, there are plenty of questions for that one. But in some cases, Question being is, brother, why should I tell you? Then again, I guess I should torture you a little bit. Simple, quite really. So that way you yourself could kill another god.
Garrick's eyes widened.
And yet, like I said, my cards are already in place. With that particular person out of the way, this world's end was cleared out of the way before even Talric came through. Like I said,
I defeated
I'll be
Talric.
seeing you around.
I defeated Talric. I'll defeat you too.
Defeat me. I find that hilarious. Considering the fact that Talric himself could have been obliterated. Yet, I didn't. I just needed to test and see how much of a person you've grown since that time.
I had a feeling your hand was in that. I also assume that you're behind here. I also assume that you're probably behind that little corruption of Thomas to begin with. Nothing
not
more.
quite.
All the same.
That was just an unexpected roadblock that came up. I very well could have gone over there and obliterated his entire family, but I decided to keep my head out of the war for right now.
Of course.
But
why not when you have your little puppet doing all the work for you? How is Dad?
oh, he is doing quite well. Though I will say he's getting a bit anxious, you could say. He really wants to go and meet you in person at some point. I'm sure you'll be able to meet me at some point. So,
I'm sure you'll appease him somehow. It's what you're best at.
In any case,
lovely talk as always, Mother.
I'll be seeing you at the island. Though I will say, whenever the time arises, try to stop me. Don't think I won't think twice about ending you then and there.
Oh, I know you won't. I know you will.
You're smarter than I had thought.
Like I said,
Here I thought that you were an idiot.
I got something from you. Same way I know that you have thin Alice under your thumb. Same way I know that these robots are nothing more than a toy for you.
They're much more than a toy.
I'm sure.
They're quite. And you will soon learn firsthand of that toys.
When we meet,
I wish
when we do meet,
each and every one of your I wish each and every one of your fellow companions the best of luck. That will be needed in the coming future. Oh.
By the way, for anyone who wondering what Garrick's mom looks like, she looks like an elf, blonde hair, very, very evil looking.
That makes sense.
If you have a, by the way, if you ever have a, alright, I will mean that. In any case.
Yeah, I sense you.
I will say.
You've got a great place to make a token for them now.
I'll let you in on this one. In the future, be wary of those you are close to.
Because you have your little spy fox in Goodell? Yes, I'm all aware.
No. It could be the last time that you'll speak to them. With this, she leaves. Laughing. Like, just hysterically. The dream ends. However, you hear Nami's voice calling out to you. Garrick! Garrick!
Does she sound pained?
Wake up! Wake up!
I guess I wake up. That's her, by the way.
She talks to each and every, like, those that have been associated with you. She talks to all of you guys at once. Dark storm is brewing. Amaniki is in trouble. Whenever you get a chance, do make your way there. I cannot sense what's over there, but something stronger than I may be there when you get there. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.